Hot mics.
All right.
Hot mics.
How mics? I guess we're live.
Yeah,
We're
'cause
back.
The camera's on too.
hot mics is on.
Dante Soul Pepper, that's Pharoah Marquise. We got an empty seat for right now because we talking about this damn Drake album.
You're just gonna get right into it.
Yep. He said it was an instant classic. Explain yourself.
That shit, every song went, besides one.
Which one?
Bad Bunny. The To Ibiza, none of these.
See, that's racist.
He said that. He said To Ibiza, something.
But no. That's the one song you gonna skip. There's plenty of songs on there to skip. There's a couple that you can skip.
No, there's nothing to skip other than that.
There's a couple you can skip.
Nothing to skip other than that. He was spitting his shit. The only thing I can say is he should have put out better singles. And the album probably would have been received differently.
So what makes it classic though?
Every song go. I ain't stopped bumping it since it came out.
Really, I just want to keep being funny. So why don't you like the Bad Bunny song?
Why don't I like the
Because he can't understand what he's saying.
I feel like
I
that's
listen to
like
J
where
Balvin and all that. Let's get it.
I feel
Peso
like that's where
Pluma. I listen to Peso Pluma, Karol G.
Use it.
I really listen to that type of music. And even as a Bad Bunny song, that's a Bad Bunny song.
It didn't go crazy in Jim or Sapphire this weekend.
I'm trolling early.
I wasn't there.
I'm trolling early.
I wasn't
Bro.
there.
So it's an instant classic just because you haven't stopped playing it.
I haven't stopped playing it. He was spitting at a high level.
No, he wasn't.
How wasn't he?
He was talking at a high level. I don't think like this was his
Me and
best
Kev
rapping
had
ability.
a discussion, and he said that something about CLB, and then I went to CLB, and I turned on what is it?
No friends in the industry.
No friends in the industry, and he said I was snapping with the chat before I was snapping with the chat before the app, and I said that's supposed to be a bar cam. That was
Where I go, you go, brother. Where you go, Slavian.
Or what about I did such and such with Jason? I did such and such with Jason. I did such and such with Jason. That's 3 different Jasons. What are you talking? What is that? That's an instant classic album. Is him saying that? That's? Come on, man. Lyrically, it was not up to par. Like that's what. Like I've been sitting here saying that like Drake was his best at his lyrical peak since 2020, and this album is not even close to what I've heard on demo tapes, Scary Hours 2, Her Loss, or Certified Lover Boy lyrically.
Absolutely.
It's way down there compared to them four.
You said love's just like a BBL. You don't know you don't know if it's real unless you feel it.
That's talking though. That's not rapping ability,
That's a bar.
Oh my God,
bro. That's not. No, I'm not doing that. We're not. Doing
Now
that.
there's silence in the lamb, like the horror film. Come on, man.
These are what we're like. This is what gets the instant classic stamp.
I can't let you get away with
Christine, Nadine.
that. Justine, no, that shit was hard.
I pack him in his phone like some sardines.
That was hard, but I can't let you get away with it. Because if I was in the studio saying that same shit, you would be like, Cam, you lost it.
No, I'd be like, you got some hits over here, man.
If I was in there, what's the line you just said? Not the Christine one, the other one.
Now there's silence in the lamb, like the horror movie.
Bro, if I said that, you would be like, come on, man.
That shit. That shit cool. And then bipolar baby it just ain't been diagnosed. That shit is a bar.
That was bars.
I want to go a lot of places without you.
I just don't
Just
understand.
so I can
This
go
was a
somewhere
very-
without having to argue.
This was a very petty album, but it was not a good rapping
that one was
ability of Drake.
That one was childish, bro. That's my issue with it. This album's made for children.
I feel like
It is.
I feel like everybody wants him to be in take care mode where he's simping. He's like, people around you should really have nothing to say. But now that he's saying, I got Justine, Claudine, Christine.
But he only-
No, they were.
But other than
You must
first
have
person-
done this before. This ain't be your first time. They want him crying and shit.
other
This
than
nigga
first,
happy.
He
and
was
now-
crying. He was crying. What was that shit he said? Was it Drew Picasso? That shit hurt so bad he want to die?
yeah.
That's crying.
Who's Haley?
Haley Bieber.
He was really crying over Haley.
Haley Bieber. You don't remember he was dating her before Justin Bieber's wife?
Bro, this is who we...
This album is childish, bro.
Come on, man.
Is it not childish? You don't think the album's childish?
Yeah, but I'm a petty nigga.
It's made for straight children. No, it's not even the. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not even the what he's saying. It's even how the music sounds. His music's made for straight children.
I don't think so.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question. You 30 years old. You what? 27.
27.
If we was going out, right?
Right.
Let's say we was, you trying to get people to come with us. Would you ever say, "Hey, me and the gangy going out tonight. You trying to come?"
Absolutely not.
The gangy?
Like that. Are we telling the truth? Are we able to tell the truth here? Is this a safe space?
Absolutely. The gangy?
That song is bottom tier ever. Of
Hey.
Drake and Party. Bottom tier.
He said it. I didn't even get a chance to say it. He said
Bottom
it. Told you.
tier.
That shit's trash.
I'm
That's their worst song
getting
easy.
attacked here, but that song is a good song.
That song's
No, it's
trash.
not.
The gangy?
You're too down with the gang.
As a 30-year-old man,
This
you
is
better
what
not
I-
ever say the gangy, bro.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, there's skips on there, man. Like, I don't want.
I want to know all of your kinks.
That.
Oh, now it's
No.
girls. You know what I mean?
The gangy
What
is
was
a
the-
wild statement.
They've been going down since Come and See Me came out. Hot take, but
I like Loyal a lot.
Loyal is
I love Loyal.
is a good
is it better
song.
than Come and See Me?
Absolutely not. I got Come and See Me as number one, though, so.
And y'all got the last song on P1 over that?
What does I recognize?
No, that was on P2. What was it called? Over? I
Oh
thought the shit on P1 was dope. I thought the shit on P1 was dope.
It's cool, but it ain't better than that.
Yes, it is. Who's talking about the gangy? That's so lame.
Other than the gangy, what's wrong with the song?
all of
I
it.
just
It's
don't
all
like-
it's all of a bottom tier sound from what they've done in the past.
Absolutely.
Oh man, you guys.
Bottom tier sound from what they done in the past.
I'm bumping that shit in the whip, gangy and all.
I'm not.
This album is made for kids, bro. I think that's my issue with it. Like, sure, it's good music, but Drake's just better at making music than
opening
everybody.
shit was you like Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach is cool.
You like
I
Amen
think
was
Amen.
cool.
I think Amen was a better
Amen?
song overall for that opening album.
yeah. I like Amen a lot. That's one of my top 3 on the album. I thought the Chief Keef feature was underrated because everybody ain't
All the parties
yeah.
or there was another one where he sampled.
Oh, where they
Chief Keef in
sampled it, but
Yeah.
no, all the parties.
Oh, that's one of the best ones. The 7969.
Yeah,
that's one of the
that
best
one-
songs on there.
that one-
I was
on
in the
me.
background. They almost gave me credits on that. You know, from that the one pod I was talking about Mewtwo. I don't like what you did to your lips.
7969 is one of the best records. I really like the Yeet track. To keep it a buck with you, I love that.
And
song.
I'm getting this money for fun.
Nah, I get all the way up until that beat drop, and I'm like, next.
Nah, I love that
That
song.
intro, intro is great.
Even the intro, I like the sample he used on the 21 Savage, even though that's like a newer song, the Friday freestyle that they used on that.
I just don't understand what you hear to call this album an instant classic because it's really not that good.
It really isn't.
It is
Even
a good album.
even
It's
that
in my top 5 albums of the year. So
Yeah, it's not that hard this year when ain't nothing came out.
we have Killer Mike, Diddy.
no,
Don
no,
Toliver.
don't do that. Different genre. Take Diddy out of it. Are you saying top 5 in general?
In general,
It hasn't been a lot of
that's-
high quality mainstream music though. Like it's not that hard.
you're saying the Diddy
There's
album
there's
isn't
some good there's some good albums that
It's
came
alright.
out this year, but like there's not like a
Diddy
lot
album is
of.
incredible.
It was all right.
Nah, it was all right.
It was all right. The Don Toliver album, I give you that one.
Yeah,
Him,
Don
Travis Scott, Killer Mike,
Yeah.
Drake. It's probably
Diddy's
it.
album was incredible. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all must not be getting no bunions.
It was all right. Just the music wasn't that good.
What?
It was okay.
Did you listen to the whole album?
Yeah, I listened to it twice, and I was like, I probably won't ever listen to this again.
Can we just say it's like it's
Crazy.
it's like
Now,
a
you could slander Drake all you want, but you slander that Diddy album because I'm an R&B person.
And
So-
that bitch ass nigga killed Tupac. Fuck Diddy.
A lot of niggas killed a lot of niggas.
Nah,
And y'all
his
still
niggas
listen
die
to
every
it.
day. Pete.
nah. Fuck Diddy.
saying?
Why y'all get uncomfortable? Fuck Diddy. I'm gonna clip this up. Fuck Diddy.
Hey, since we dogpiling, what's the difference between that Diddy album and featuring Ty Dolla $ign?
Featuring Ty Dolla $ign.
That album that Ty Dolla $ign did.
What's the difference?
Oh, that
Is
If we really gonna have opinions, like, what's the difference? It's a couple better features, maybe. A little bit more money
the
poured
song-
into it.
I think the song is
But the
way
music
better.
is, I think Ty. I don't know.
You think featuring Ty Dolla $ign is a better album?
Than what did he put out?
Yeah. No,
I could argue it.
I don't think you can. I don't think you could argue that at all.
Really, listen, you can though.
The worst song on there has The Weeknd on it in French Montana. That's the worst song on the whole album. Other than that, all slaps. You got Jacquees, Fabulous.
we're getting off track here.
Yeah,
That Drake album is not that good.
I was just about to circle back to it.
The Drake album is that good. They,
It's an
All
instant
right,
classic.
So wait, you want a 30 plus something year old talking about a 21-year-old that don't know the classics?
I don't think it's even that as much as it is the sound of the music
But-
for me. Like, you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm getting to is like that's what the sound is for him going to the early 20-year-olds right now. Like, why would I want to hear that? I don't want him to like get old and make a 444, but damn, like, can I get
what do
Can
you-
we-
can I get
some-
something appropriate for like him right now?
Yeah, we don't need you with Yeet and Lil Yachty. Though those is my two favorite songs on the album. To keep it a buck with you, we don't need that.
Those can be
Lil
like
Yachty worked on the whole
And
last album.
that's why it sounds childish. 'Cause Lil Yachty was working on it.
He worked, and you like that album.
what her loss.
Her loss was fire.
Her loss was good.
And that's high level rapping. Like, you want to talk about high level rapping? Her
And this
loss.
nigga was using his ad libs in there. Beep, boop, boop, zoom.
But it's just different because he didn't have them Lil Yachty, Playboy Cardi sounding beats though. When you do that, I was like, oh fuck. That's my shit though. That was the last song I listened to before I pulled up here. I ain't gonna lie. That's my shit. But I recognize that it is childish.
Like Jumbotron, he's not using those same ad libs. And that beat is not childish.
There's more high level rapping and Jumbotron shit popping than there is in the majority of this album.
Big facts.
Cause
Even the first two lines. We ain't even out of Turks. You want to take sand? Round, round, F and M. We like the whole hands. Like, there's no bars better than that in this album.
that's crazy. That is
None. What you,
Henny in my cup.
Come on, man. Well, like, give me a bar. You said, give me one bar from the album that was like mad
Can't
dope.
get my hands over here. Can't even get my mans in this shit. Like, damn. Like, come on, man.
The best bar that he said in the album, I ain't gonna lie, was the hook to the Lil Yachty shit. Just another late night with my bitch.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I hate to even call that hoe a bitch. Because I love that hoe. Don't even make no sense. When he said that, I was like, oh, that's
Man,
bars.
y'all is tripping. Like, he said,
Pour a 2 Cialis and a liquid.
excuse.
Right, he was drugging girls' drinks.
He said, excuses that you're.
What'd he say?
He's been going through women's purses and all that.
That
He
only
went through her purse and put 2 Cialis in a. He didn't say her drink. He said put 2 Cialis in a liquid. But
He's putting shit in her drink.
why do I need to hear that?
He's Bill Cosby now?
Yeah, sound like it.
No, we ain't doing that.
Sound like it.
Niggas listen to R. Kelly, so I'm not. We ain't finna cancel Drake anyway. But
He said she was listening
All
to
the-
R. Kelly in the whoop, and he ain't gonna judge her.
Drake has a.
That was a bar.
Drake has a picture in blackface, like, and we're still critiquing.
He
his
said
album.
he said she was
So
still
it's like-
listening to R. Kelly in the whip, and he ain't gonna judge her. That's a bar. He was,
Look
he
at
was
Drake. Look
talking
at
shit on
look
her.
at look at Drake looking past women's transgressions, man. Like, this man,
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
incredible.
He said,
He's a good guy.
your excuse is that you're 25. For me, that's just not gonna fly.
Yeah.
That was a Cam bar.
That was. Actually, that was probably the best bar in the album. I for sure got that off in real life. I'm young. No, that's an excuse. Like, nah, I for sure got that off in real life. So, that probably was the best bar on the album.
I think y'all just hear a couple bad lines and y'all just was like, oh, no,
No,
fuck that.
There was no bad lines on the previous projects, though. That's what I'm getting at. Like, since 2020, I haven't heard one Drake bar. Okay, never mind. I won't say no, but 90%.
And even if you take the bars out, the music itself is just not as good as some of these other projects that have came out. It's like middle of the pack. This is super mid.
Super mid.
Super mid. I'm with him. I'm with him.
And what do you say in CLB is?
Super mid.
Yeah, super mid. It's in the same ranking.
I don't know if I can have you judge because your top 3 Drake albums is honestly never mine.
No.
Hey,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I said mine was cohesive.
I said my favorite. I said my favorite. Now the top albums that I put are different.
Yeah,
Different because it is middle of the pack. Oh, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
The album is childish, bro.
It is.
You don't think so? You younger than us, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You younger than us, so you don't think so. I'm anti like your daddy's sister.
Wait, that was hard. Hold on. I don't advocate Rihanna hate, but that was crazy.
That's why it was trash.
No, that was hard.
That shit's trash.
And I had way more battered bitches, TBH.
If you talking about Rihanna, that shit's trash. I stand with Riri 100 times out of 10.
I know you.
That shit's trash.
I know you a cat, but can your pussy do the dog? Let's go pound for pound in Europe.
Come on. That's high level rapping. I know you a cat, but can your pussy do the dog? Is that high level rapping?
No, it's not, but it's fire.
It is fire.
It's fire though.
Like,
it's nothing to this album, bro. Like, I just don't think it is. It's so childish.
but you put Travis Scott in your top.
Travis Scott makes music for kids. Absolutely. I'm aware of that.
Travis Scott is also 25.
No, he's not.
He's like 30.
Oh, is he for real?
Yeah.
So you want to hear that from him?
I mean,
That's a way.
33
That's
on
different.
my
That's way
That's
different.
different. That's way different,
That's
though.
mad.
Roly poly on my wrist.
That's way different.
Nah, you're reaching. You're losing it.
What are we talking about?
That's way
You're
reaching.
reaching, dog. You're reaching.
What are we talking about? He said roly poly on my wrist. 35 under my shade. And we talking like, what are we talking about?
You know that taking some bullshit. We don't listen to Travis Scott because of that.
Fiend.
Right. Now, if this album was a Travis Scott album, it might be a classic. If Travis Scott was on the Yeet track, if Travis Scott was on the Yeet track,
They actually did it.
yeah,
They put a Travis reference on the Yeet track, and it sounds way better.
This is crazy.
Wait, but last thing, back on topic. Nothing was the same. Take Care, Views, So Far Gone, Thank Me Later, Scorpion,
I just think y'all don't
CLB,
want to.
for all the dogs, Her Loss, If You're Reading This Too Late, Dark Lane Demo Tapes, What a Time to Be Alive, More Life, Honestly Never Mind.
And if y'all would have crashed out on the album before this, Her Loss, he would have made a totally different album. But y'all was enjoying it. Now he did basically the part 2 with the singing and everything, and y'all don't want it.
the album was just had better production and better beats.
Better verses.
Absolutely.
Better verses from
that's
20
probably his best verses that he's ever put out, though.
What, Her Loss?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And since 2020, he's been doing the best rapping ever in his career. And this is what I get in 2023.
You ran out of things to say? No, I'm talking about him. Not you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about him.
No, I don't think he ran out of things to say.
He just wanted to talk about TheGangy.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Roly poly on my wrist. Or we could say,
This dude compared Drake to Travis.
That's crazy.
like, if we're going to talk about albums, like, you put a childish album in your top,
But come on, man.
but I can't have one in mind.
What type of music does Travis Scott make compared to Drake? We know it's just a bunch of beats and yelling and ad libs to Travis Scott's music.
No,
He makes turn up music, and like that's why we
I've
like
heard
Travis
Stop
Scott.
Trying to Be God and Coffee Bean and things.
Yeah,
of
but
that
that's
nature.
every once in a while. Like the majority of it, when you listen to a Travis Scott album, you know why you're listening to it. You listen to the shit to get drunk, fucked up to rage.
No, I think I just think there's a way to do things, and y'all didn't like the way he did it.
Because it was childish. I like the album, but I just know I'm listening to mid-level music and low-level bars.
So
I'm
if
consciously
you do
aware of that.
childish shit on different beats, it's okay.
It might have been. I can't answer that question, but it might have been.
Childish as in what? The subject matter?
Yeah, because Kanye does that.
It would
thing.
still be
I
low-
think me and Taylor Swift could still have sex. You know what I mean? Like, and he talks about Rihanna, and then he gets killed.
But
I
it's
think-
also
I think
different.
me and Ray J could still be friends.
But in all fairness, it's also
we fuck the same bitch. Like, what are we talking about?
it's very different when you're talking about a woman that just had a baby too. So I mean, now you look crazy and spiteful over your ex saying you don't care about her and you made a diss track.
And on top of that, every song that's Drake featuring Rihanna is ass.
Except
Work.
for
Rihanna featuring Drake, heat.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
She carried you. And carried somebody else's baby, and now you mad about it.
That's his knock to sponsorship. That's going, not mine. I'm just telling the truth.
This is coming from OVO Dante.
Yeah, it was mid. I should have executive produced it. I would have took half them tracks off and we would have had a classic. Even if he wanted to be childish, we would have just took about, you know what I'm saying? That would have been 15 songs. That might have been a classic.
Hating with that shirt on is the equivalent of playing an NBA superstar in his shoes.
Yeah, I always think about that. If I ever had my opportunity to play one-on-one with LeBron, I'm wearing LeBron's.
You are?
LeBron's is cozy too.
Yeah, I'll wear LeBron's.
I'll probably wear the 9.
And I'll bust his... No, I'm just playing.
This nigga been tear his ACL trying to fuck with
I
LeBron.
shouldn't even be talking to the stinkers I've been putting up in these basketball leagues lately.
So is that our conclusion with Drake?
Yeah, the album's mid. That's the conclusion with
It's
Drake.
mid. It is.
This shit is
not
good.
bad. It's
We'll
just
see how
mid.
they feel in a year.
It's not bad. It's just mid.
No, I'm gonna keep listening to it, but I know I'm listening to mid beats and low level lyricism, and that's okay. He's just better at making music than everybody, so it sounds good.
Like if he retired today, I'm content with what I have.
Yeah, well, he said he's taking a break. You think that's well needed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
need to take a break, focus on that gut health. Taking a break because he's on drugs and drinking. Maybe that's another thing, Drake. Sober up and your music might get better again.
Yeah, you could.
Taking a lot of pills, drinking a lot of lean, hanging out with a lot of weirdos. You know what I'm saying?
I lost my.
Sober up and give me
He
some
lost
heat.
his Sprite deal because Wayne was pouring 5s.
Yeah, they did the pint of tech in the code red. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe Joe Budden was right. Maybe he needs to stop hanging out with 25-year-olds because, that's what they're doing.
Or stop gambling.
Nah, don't just stop doing that. Don't ever stop.
Don't talk to my mans like that.
That's hey, bro.
Hold on.
Hey,
Let me
man,
get
like
this off,
that.
and then we finish.
My mans.
Hey,
this up,
no
wrap this
album with that verse on it is a classic.
You hating on Adonis?
I'm hating on Adonis. Adonis, you need to get your flow up, your delivery's trash, and your lyrics are trash.
I got my son ready to battle him.
I bet your son got heat.
some heat.
Adonis shit was trash. And if he wasn't 5 years old, I would tell him his album cover trash too. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he's a child. And I know children, they be working on them drawings like that. Because my shit used to look like that when I was 5 too. But my raps was better at 5.
You had better.
He was rapping like Lil Bow Wow.
I was on beat at least.
You don't know. The way you move so fast across the floor.
Hey, and I was on beat at least. Adonis wasn't on beat. His shit was trash. And then they had the nerve to put a full video. Ain't nobody
Having them little kids act like that is definitely. I thought about calling CPS. Like that shit is crazy. You had all these kids sit still for that. Was they fake playing basketball or was they actually playing basketball? We was just recording.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. But
Oh man.
let me stop talking about people, kids.
Yeah, let's bring our guest on and
let's bring the guest on and stop. Lee.
let's get serious for a second, man.
Yeah, because I might get canceled the way I'm talking about children up in here. Come on down.
But I can't say what I said on the last part with my son.
You was I forgot about that. He said, "My girl thick like you, girl." Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kirsten.
You've been seeing her in the comments.
Yeah, we go way back to maybe 2015, 2016, something.
2015 for sure.
Yeah, we was working at B-Dubs.
That's a good year. That was a good year for music too.
It was. Yeah, we was working at B-Dubs. I used to get hyped. Look at the schedule, and me and her used to be working them 12 to 8 shifts.
Long
Which
ass
was
shifts.
really open to close.
Long ass shifts.
I think it's crazy that like she's like our white girl on the pod and she set us up. She got us all Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then she's not drinking no Starbucks. She got a plain black cup up here.
Oh no, that's Starbucks.
Oh, it is?
I
Okay.
just
brought
don't
your
do
own
She's a
plastic.
professional Starbucks drinker. You know how they sell them cups at Starbucks and you just go get a refill?
She used the points to get it.
Yeah, she's a professional Starbucks drinker. Yeah, we all got to start. We had to get in character. We all got to.
You know what I'm saying? I sent a paragraph of mine.
My bad, Drake.
He
I
almost
shouldn't have been
fucked up.
talking about your son like that. I almost
Instant
spilled the coffee
karma.
on your shirt. That's what I get for talking about your kid, man.
Instant karma.
Still trash. No, I want to read some of these comments that you was putting out. Because I remember this one. It was when Hunter used to be on this pod, and he was like, women only connect to other women because they validate them.
Women be better, please.
Which I thought it was accurate, but you was just like, I'm concerned about the women you know, bud. And I was like, extremely fair. You was like, try nerdy girls. They're less confrontational and petty.
It's true.
But elaborate.
Like I mean, I'm nerdy. If I wasn't here right now, I'd be playing D&D, either digital version on Baldur's Gate or real life version. And
What makes them less confrontational than a woman that...
we just don't get caught up in drama. We just like our own little fantasy world, and we like our own little fantasy lifestyle, and being petty is obnoxious, and it's exhausting. I don't know how you bitches do it.
Is there drama in the fantasy?
I'm sure there is, but in my group, nah. Not even a little bit.
But do you think there's more groups like your group or more groups that are petty?
More groups that are petty, for sure. I do have one petty friend. When me and this ex, we'll call him G, broke up, she was so petty. I tried being petty for like 2 weeks, and I was exhausted. I was like, how the fuck do you guys do this shit?
She was petty for you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She was like,
that's
she's
crazy,
like, I was like, girl, I can't do this. I can't be petty. I really want to be because I'm really upset. And she's like, I got you.
So
Ooh.
So the G definitely didn't stand for gangy.
Nah. Nah.
She wasn't gangy for that long.
Nah.
I think it was gay. She was fighting battles.
No, she was wild.
Spinning
She's
the
like,
block.
telling me all these things that she was doing, all the shit that she was doing. Her husband had to stop her at one point because he's like, I need you to calm down. She's like, what the fuck?
Wow.
She was wild.
I think... So how he asks, is there drama in the fantasy world? It's about to be a weird question. So how do you get your drama fix? Like, do you feel like you need a drama fix?
No, I don't. I don't got it in me. I can't watch reality TV. I can't watch like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, all that shit. I can't do it.
Even though it's not real?
I don't give a fuck. It's garbage. It's all garbage. Like all the drama, all the, oh my God, this is so hard. I can't do it.
Do you think you could look at like those reality TV stars differently as people versus them as actors?
Probably
Even though
not.
it's reality TV?
Probably not. I'd probably just look at it and be like, there's probably a level of that inside of you, which is how you're that good at being dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't fake being that dramatic. That's hard. So you have to have a level of that in you in order to heighten yourself to that level of being that dramatic.
So so your levels like emotionally never get the best of you?
They didn't used to. I was notorious for not giving a fuck about anybody. I'd be like, this is what you're getting. This is what you're dealing with. This is the kind of person I am. And motherfuckers would be like, no, it's fine. It's okay. I'll still be with you. And then shit would hit the fan and they'd be like, what the fuck? I'm like, kind of warned you about this, like, from the beginning. And they're like, well, I thought that you wouldn't be like that.
Truth?
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently, honesty is not always the best policy. You try and tell people, like, how you are with people, how you are in relationships. And then when it happens, they're like, the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? I told you.
Why you make that face?
Because you said absolutely not.
Well,
Yeah,
why you
it's
say
not.
honesty is not the best policy?
Because it's to each his own. Every person's different. That's what when we saw on the pod with Cardedric, honesty versus harmony. Like, some people can't handle honesty in every moment. So, like, when you're honest just off the rip, people, like, looking back on it, retroactively looking back on it, they appreciate the honesty, but at the same time, it's like, why would you tell me something like that right now? Like, did I need to hear that now? Did I need to hear that from you?
Ever?
Did I need to hear that from you right now? Like,
I think that's like
I kind of like. My bad. Go ahead.
I think that's like that. I think that's where me and a lot of people like get the bridges burned, because I'm gonna tell you in any aspect of any time, because at some point in time you're gonna have to deal with reality, no matter how you feel in that time, because maybe you want to be cradled in that time, but maybe I'm not the one to cradle you. Maybe I'm the one to give you this information, and you take it however you feel about it.
and I agree with that, but I think a lot of times, like, when people talk about just being honest, like, the delivery is always trash. Maybe not always trash. The delivery more times than not, when you're just being honest, especially when it's something that, like, somebody does to bother you, or it's something that, like, you can feel passionately about, the delivery isn't always there. So especially, like, in coaching, like, you have to be honest. You have to tell kids the truth. You, like, have to almost phrase it as, like, questions. Like you have to ask questions around this truth that you're about to get to, and see, like, maybe if they get there on their own. Like, you're leading them the way to the bridge. Sometimes they may not want to take that first step to go across the bridge, so you may have to push them. And that's where, like, the honesty part and the delivery of being honest can come into play, which is like, all right, am I going to be brutal about it? Or am I going to, like, hey, you can take this one step, and then let's take another step. Then let's take another step, and then they find their own truth.
But don't you think we should appreciate people who are honest off the rip?
You would think.
Because, like, that's basically, like, what it is. It's like, hey, this is ABC that's right with me, and this is ABC what's wrong with me. It's almost like, yeah, you could take it or you could leave it. And then, like you say, so when I told you, like, how I react to certain situations, and then I do that, why is it still a question?
Because I feel like people don't know how to be honest and just be. The word I'm not looking for isn't subjective, but, like, when it comes to honesty, a lot of people turn honesty into, like, pointing the finger as if it's just fact, instead of, no, this is how I'm perceiving it. Like, being honest isn't just like, yeah, there is some truths that you can just say and they are facts off the rip, but sometimes, like, just being honest, like, it's just correcting behaviors. Like, if I see you every single day and I'm feeling some type of way about you, I'm being honest about my feelings, but I'm not, like, saying you're being an asshole when realistically you're not doing anything to me. I feel that there's something that's wrong. It may not be the truth, because I'm sure we've had people come to us and be like, hey, I got this issue with you, and you really didn't even see it as an issue. Like, you never saw it this way. It's a whole new perspective being brought to your door.
But that's a different type of honesty. I'm talking about, like, if I'm being honest with you about myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm sitting here laying down my flaws and let you know what I know my issues are, and then when my issues get brought up, like, you got a problem with it, like, shouldn't what I told you already prepared you for this?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's what I'm getting at. It's not.
That's not a bad type of honesty. But I was just being general, like,
Yeah.
always leading with honesty. Like, it sometimes isn't always the absolute.
I mean,
But in that
don't be an
situation,
asshole, but, like,
yes.
But, like, sometimes I think a lot of shit is, as my grandma would say, if you sugarcoat shit, it's still shit. It's just coated in sugar. So I don't sugarcoat nothing. I just tell them how it is, because if
Right,
you,
but then they turn around and get mad at you, and they're like, well, I thought you were perfect, and then this person told me that you weren't. Motherfucker, you knew I wasn't perfect. Day fucking one. I told you right from the beginning, these are my problems. These are the things that I have been constantly accused of, because it is a fact, and you decided to stick around for this long and then hold it in and be like, oh, by the way.
yeah.
That sound like how we always be talking to, like, oh, women don't have accountability. She sounds accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I knew I was a problem.
But that-
I've always known I was a problem. But then motherfuckers come back later and they're like, oh, well,
But that's just how
fuck.
I ask her, like, do you think there's more people that's petty, or, I mean, there's more groups like yours or more groups that's petty? And
Definitely
she said
petty.
more petty. So what we're going to see the
Sure.
majority of is not
Petty.
like her,
Yeah, no.
not accountable, not, you know what
Facts.
I mean?
If a woman comes to you and says, "Hey, I know my flaws are I'm not accountable," and then you proceed to like date her, can you be upset that she's not accountable?
No, because
But that's her being accountable for
I'm not
telling
gonna
you
lie.
that she's not accountable.
If I heard that exact sentence, I'm gonna be like, oh, all right, I don't need to deal with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yo,
saying,
this is
like-
my flaw. I'm not accountable. Oh, nah. Go ahead.
My biggest flaw is I have commitment issues. And I tell every single motherfucker that. I've never been into the whole marriage thing. I've never been into the
that's a
family
challenge
thing.
for some
Never
people,
been,
too.
right. And motherfuckers then come back later and they're like, well, I didn't expect. I'm like, I told you I have commitment issues.
yeah.
Why do you have commitment issues?
Because I've never seen any relationship really work out. Like, my parents are not the epitome of working out by any means. My family was very, like, we just choose to love who we love, but my parents were not the, oh, I love you, here, let me get the door for you, let me take care of you, none of that. It was very much, you work for what you want, and you don't let any other person bring you down.
You had a comment on the marriage thing when we was talking about it, and you was like, I'm all about a life partnership. I don't need
true.
all the extra shit, though. The paper,
true.
the ceremony, reception is
all
all
garbage.
unnecessary. You can commit without spending thousands.
Can confirm, 100%. You can spend the rest of your life with somebody and not get all the extra shit with it. You don't need to twirl around in a white dress. You don't need to spend money on all this shit and get the paper. Because as soon as you get the paper, how many of you guys have heard about relationships where they were together for a long ass time and then they got together, got married, and then it fell apart?
You think the paper is like more like a mental strain than it is an actual. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think with
Actual strain.
I think people like see when it gets permanent, then they start realizing all the flaws and shit that they've been putting up with, where they had the ability to just get out without having the commitment of having to now get a divorce.
But I feel like in every situation you got to deal with something.
For sure, 100%. There's always something that you have to deal with. Like, everyone has their flaws, everyone has their hard lines. Like, I don't like kids. I don't want kids. I would sell my ovaries for a Klondike bar. That is how much I don't want children. And then motherfuckers will be like, oh, well, I just said that because you said that. I'm like, no. Do it for yourself. If you don't want kids, that's fine. If you want kids, that's fine. But we're not going to be together because I'm not going to pop out a child for you. Period.
So wait, you wouldn't be with somebody that wants kids?
If they truly, truly, truly want kids, then I would rather them not be with me and waste their time with someone who will not do that.
If they actively chose it, though, would you like continue to choose them?
Yeah, if that's what they want, but then when they come back later and they're like, well, I just said that because you said that, I'm like, the fuck?
Oh, you thought I was playing?
Right. I know part of sell my ovaries for Klondike bar you didn't understand, but I'm not about it at all. And if you thought I was going to change my mind later, I've been saying this since I was in 6th grade. Not going to have kids.
Is there a reason for that? You just don't want to take care of another human, or what? You feel like
Bro, I got like 113 reasons why I don't
Okay,
want kids.
let's get
Next
like
topic.
two.
No, next topic. Nope. She said 13 reasons. That's a different type of joke.
I said 113.
Oh, 113. Okay,
He said
got,
13.
I'm about to say,
My
whoa,
13th
wait a
reason.
minute. That's a
My
fact.
13 reason be like, no, 113. 113.
Let's get two of those.
The idea of something growing inside me is gross. And I just don't like noise, and I don't like being responsible for something that I had to like raise to make a good member of society. Like that just sounds like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, babies are so fucking dramatic, right?
Right? Motherfuckers be crying
damn.
and shit. It's so fucking annoying.
It's like, you want milk?
That's
What the
crazy.
fuck? Why are you crying right now?
What you mean I gotta feed them?
Put them out pasture to graze, they'll be fine. No, I
Shit
don't have it in
again?
me. Right?
Hey, that's fair.
I just don't have it in me. I don't have like a motherly instinct in me. I would be probably a great provider. I'm a really good aunt to most of my nieces and nephews and godchildren and all that, and I have tons of them because my
So
friends
you
think they're
got
funny.
you got godchildren.
I got tons of them. My friends think they're fucking funny.
So if your friends passed away, not saying they will, I'm not wishing that, but if they did pass
Yeah.
away, you got to take the kid.
Yeah, I know, fuckers.
Damn.
They think they're
She
funny.
gonna swing.
They're-
She gonna swing the ball. She gonna swing it right to the corner. Hey, go sit right there.
He said, "Look, I know I signed up for this, but hey, you know,
Adoption agency.
yeah."
It's not even I signed up for it. They're just like, oh my God, I had a kid and you're the grandmom. I'm like, why would you do that? And they're like, haha, because you hate kids. I'm like, okay, well, that's rude.
Hopefully they're just joking.
I think so, but I'm still anti-Kirsten too.
We won't.
I think 10 children.
10?
Yeah.
Goddamn, what happened if all 10 had to come through?
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
She would just be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Wait, real
How old
quick.
are you? Nah.
Real quick. Back to relationships. So like, would all of y'all? Let me raise a question to everybody in the room. Would y'all be in a partnership to where a life partnership, right?
Yeah.
But you live in 2 separate homes.
Hell
Okay,
no.
real talk, I'm for it.
He said, "Hell no."
Are you serious? I'm for it. So Helena Bonham Carter, when she was with Tim Burton, they had houses that were separate but were joined together with a tunnel, and that is fantastic. 10 out of 10. No notes from me.
Oh, okay. Maybe not that drastic, because that does sound.
How
That sounds
far?
But, like,
fantastic.
How far apart is the question?
However far you think is like too far, like just inside that too far range.
Just inside that too far range? Because
Yeah.
like, nah.
I'm not talking like a long distance relationship to where it's like states away, but like y'all definitely, given the economy circumstances, like you gotta
So, like-
drive. You gotta drive like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'd do that easy.
for it.
I would do that easy, no question.
But what's the furthest you would do it for?
Furthest, maybe like an
Like if
hour
she-
or two.
Okay, so like if she
Yeah.
lived in like Lehigh, American Fork.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I did it. I did it for one of my
40-minute
exes.
drive.
I used to drive out to Salt Lake almost every night for him.
Yeah, see, I would do something like that.
Yeah.
But
That's fine with it.
that's like
That's
life.
life though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
life.
I would.
Whatever. I'm for it.
I probably would like it better.
Right? Right.
To be honest with you.
Separate
I like my
homes.
shit solidified, so
It is- it is-
you gonna be in the house with me.
It is solidified, and I don't mean like we not kicking it in the house, but like it's just like, what if like,
Where the kids go? They just swap every night and
Don't
shit?
have kids.
we
already
ain't really
got
thought about it that far. But I'm just saying, like, what if it's just like a random Wednesday night and I just want to sleep in the bed by myself?
Yeah.
I don't never want that.
Oh.
If your girl
like sleeping by
if your
myself.
girl came to you after y'all had been like in a serious thing, y'all clearly spend nights together. She been over there. She ain't got no intentions of leaving, but out of nowhere she was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep with you tonight." After you got so accustomed to sleeping with this motherfucker all night.
If it was out of nowhere, then I would think something was wrong. So
Yeah,
I'd be
I
like,
would
I'd be
be-
like, hell no, like what?
It would be
what-
one of
that's
the
crazy. But
the
like,
light bulbs that Car Diedrich said.
but if it was like established where we was just like, hey, look, we're never gonna live together, like I'd be like, all right.
This is where I get unconventional because like I don't have trust issues at all. I just like I've never gone through someone's phone ever in my entire life.
That sounds strange.
No,
Like, how
I
you-
just don't give a shit because 9 times out of 10 I'm the problem. So
I don't think I got trust issues, but it's just like that would be weird. Like if we were spending every night together and then one day she was just like, hey dog, like I'm gonna go stay over here. I would be like, huh?
oh yeah,
But
I just don't think about it
But it's weird. She don't have no trust issues, but she like
because 9
can't do
times
co-
out of 10
can't
I'm
do
the
commitment.
problem.
She don't have trust.
but she can't do commitment though.
That's why she doesn't have trust issues.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
There's the math.
Right?
Girl math.
Yeah. No, I.
you know, that's the
Girl
science.
Well,
you don't
see,
got trust
I
issues
don't-
if you don't commit.
I don't think that's girl math because I know so many girls that are like I have a coworker who was like, oh, I woke up and I had this strange feeling, so I went through his phone. Why would you do that to yourself?
Intuition.
Just don't.
You ever
I
went through a
don't.
woman phone?
Hey,
I've never done that.
He lying.
I have picked up a phone when they're texting and handed it and went like this, and I said, "Who the fuck is Debbie from work? And why she say babe? That shit's crazy."
Oh, I just don't.
You ever
have
went
it.
through a woman phone?
no.
I have once.
And
But just
how'd
like-
that go out for you?
Just like Lil Baby said, you feel like a bitch doing it. How'd it work out?
How'd it work out?
I don't think I even found anything. I don't remember.
So why'd you go through the phone?
Because she had already cheated on me. So then my dumb ass just went through the phone. Like, this was like a month or so later, though. Went through the phone.
Damn.
But I ain't find nothing.
I've never
So
done
you
that.
flew. So you didn't fly her economy, or you didn't fly her first class. You flew her economy. Bought her food, and then you proceed to go through her phone.
Yep.
Yeah. Never done
You
that.
didn't find anything.
Did
Nope.
you feel stupid?
Sorry for your loss.
No?
Nah, I didn't feel dumb. I would never do that again. I was like, what, 17?
17 years old or
17
2017?
18? No, like I was like 17 or 18 years old.
Oh, see, that shit don't
Since
count.
I've been a grown man, I ain't
No,
never went through a
oh,
woman
then
phone.
that don't count.
Yeah, no. All right.
Everything resets when you like hit 20, right?
Grown.
I would hope so, but let some people tell it out here.
Forever
They
is
be-
forever.
Yeah, they be bringing shit up from like high school, and I think that should be so weird. I'm like, why are we talking about that?
If you're judging
It's
somebody
wild.
off of what they did in high school and you pass the age of 25, like if your 10-year
Yeah.
reunion is coming up for your high school reunion
Okay, I
and
don't.
you're still judging,
I
nah.
don't need the personal attack, my guy. Coming on 15 years. It's like
15, how old are you?
I'll be 33.
I didn't know you was older than me.
Yep.
I'm 10-year reunions next year.
I did not know you was older
I don't
than
even think ours did anything. I think like 8 people showed up.
All that
I'm
COVID
not
shit
going.
fucked up all my reunions.
I'm not
No,
going.
no.
It's a topic on here that he put. This was for a different pod, but I thought it might be good for this one, where it says how to successfully shoot your shot. Girls' perspective for guys answer from experience.
Ah, man. I'm not the
We
person
get
to
the-
ask about
We get the
this.
special edition nerd,
Yeah.
like
Nerd
exclusive.
edition.
Somebody hit you on D&D.
Through the chat.
So-
going
so
crazy.
what
I wish. Hit me up on Discord.
I got this whole armor pack for you, baby.
Show up with a deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yo, you trying to duel?
They hit me up on Diablo. They're like, "Hey, you want to do this
On Diablo sounds
on
crazy.
this on this world boss?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, nah."
Look at my
So-
HP. I'm high as hell.
Level 100, bitch. Get on my level. Motherfuckers can't hang.
Damn, you hit hard.
Yeah, and then as soon as I hit level 100, I quit playing the game because that game fucking sucks. But, let's see. Honestly, I just like people to be honest. I had one guy who tried hitting me up and did all the things that his player friend tried telling him. He's like, "Yeah, you just got to play hard to get and like talk up your dick and da-da-da." And I was like, I don't know if that's not going to work on me.
That's lame anyway.
Right.
Wait, talking up your dick is a strategy?
Strategy motherfuckers use.
Fuck that. I'm underselling.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm about to give you 3 minutes.
If you,
The
if
shrimp
you,
gang.
you're on one scene, you're like, shit. She calls you.
I
on
don't
it.
know. It's like,
Yeah, you play the game wrong because if you talk it up and then you know
And you ain't got it?
you go out there and go 2 for 10.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
listen, I make her day when she think like she only getting 3 and she get 4.5.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
She's like,
Hey,
wow.
Impressed.
You know, you're like, look, I got 2 minutes, and then that 2 turned into 5. They go, wow, 5, huh?
I'm special.
You must be great, babe. Look at you. Because I'm nerdy, I like words. I like being talked up with intellect. That is my love language. So books are a great way to get it. For me, anyways. Can't speak for anybody else. So I like words. I like books. The guy that I'm dating now, I met him at Pokemon Go, so
Wait, what? Y'all met through
He
Pokemon?
pulled you at Pokemon Go?
Dead
Like,
ass.
let me help you catch this Zapdos right quick.
Wait, what's
Y'all was just walking through the park and y'all ran into each other? Y'all was fighting over the same one?
yeah, so it was when X-raids were a thing, and I met him, and he was doing he had 5 phones.
Slow down. What was the thing?
An X-raid, so you had to be there in person. This was before remote passes were a thing.
Okay.
But yeah, he came up and rolled through with like 5 or 6 phones and was just like tapping all of them. I was like, all right.
Y'all touch
Damn.
hands and shit when you got the phone?
No, I was like, 5 phones? What the fuck? And he's like, yeah, this is my 3 plus my brother's plus my mom's. I'm like, all right, well. And then great conversation, intelligent, nerdy, likes Lord of the Rings. I'm for it. So.
He got 5 phones though.
Does he want to have kids?
Yeah. Motherfucker. He's like, what if? I'm like, nah. He's like, no, motherfucker. No. Absolutely not. Not even about it. One of my other exes, he and I both knew that we didn't want kids. He actually went and got a vasectomy because that's how serious he was. And I was like, perfect. Unfortunately, it seems that his family was very, very, very upset with that decision and did not like me afterwards because I think they blamed me, even though I removed myself as much from that situation as I could because I was worried that that was going to happen, is that he was going to get that done and then the family would blame me because they knew I didn't want kids.
Damn.
So it was rough.
Do you think he made that decision because of you, or do you think he really thought that?
I told him, I was like, hey, are you doing this for you or are you doing this for me? And he's like, I don't want kids. I've been telling my family I don't want kids. I'm doing this for me. I was like, okay. So I didn't even take him to the appointment. That's how much I was like, no, I do not want to be a part of this. I'm okay with the decision. If I could, I'd do it myself. But, you know, laws and shit. But they wouldn't let me, and they let him, and yeah. But I didn't even take him because I was like, no, I don't want to be blamed for this decision.
How long after did y'all like break up? After that?
It took, I think, like 3 years.
Oh, after that?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. We broke up for some other stupid shit.
I was thinking I was thinking he got snipped and then blamed you
No.
and dropped you like,
No.
scapegoat.
No, like, after that, it was really, really sad. His family, like, I felt really, really, like, it felt like his family was really cold towards me. And so I removed myself because I don't like confrontation. I don't like being a problem. I don't like being an inconvenience. I don't like to be a failure in general. So I just kind of removed myself from those situations. And if I feel like I'm being that kind of person, then I just step away so that they don't have to choose between me and whatever else the other thing is. So I stopped coming around, and that apparently was the wrong choice as well. So.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, I was like, you just couldn't win that one.
Right. Which is really sad because honestly, despite the fact I'm not for the whole marriage thing, I would have absolutely spent the rest of my life with him. 100%. No hesitation. That was my whole plan.
So the best way for guys to shoot their shot at you specifically is to walk up and be like, hey, I'm snipped.
I'm snipped and
I'm snipped, and
I'm
I have
snipped
and I
and
have
fuck them
the
kids.
entire extended edition of Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you might.
and I got 5 phones with
extended
the
edition.
Pokeball Go. You know what I mean?
That's bad crazy. I like this next question.
All right.
Everybody got to answer this. Dating someone who is friends with their ex, yay or nay?
I'm for it. And again, I'm friends with most of my exes, just because like I don't hold grudges. I'm not petty. I'm not catty. I'm not vindictive. So if they want to be friends, fine. Just know that. However, to be fair, I have been notorious for going back to my exes because it's familiar. So I can see why people don't trust me around my exes, but I don't care if someone's friends with their ex because, again, nine times out of 10, I'm the problem. So I get it.
Oh, okay, she's not a huge anomaly. She knows how to hold herself accountable, but you know she still goes back to her ex.
For sure.
Can't trust.
I don't now. I actually have a tattoo for it that reminds me not to go back to exes. So
Okay.
What does it say?
it says, kill all your darlings.
That's bars. That's mad bars. That is mad bars.
A friend with the ex, huh?
You're going to see that on my hand one day. You're going to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Shit tatted right here.
Yep, I have kill all your darlings tattooed on me, and it's basically just like when you're writing a story, especially as like an author or a songwriter or anything like that, kill all your darlings. You know what I mean? Don't make exes part of your present and your future.
Yeah.
Kill them. You know what I mean? I'm fine
Yeah.
with being friends with them, but now I would say since my breakup with G, I've been very I've been putting a lot more effort into making sure that nothing happens with an ex.
Hey, I'm calling my winter album that. Kill All Your Darlings, coming in December.
It's a good album name. I'm for
That's
it.
his
Kill all
bar.
your darlings. Huh?
Coming in December, baby.
I
Kill
got
all
2
your
features
darlings.
on that motherfucker already.
Yeah.
What about you? You be friends with somebody that's you date somebody that's friends with their ex?
By ex, I assume that we were talking like heavy relationship. Heavy relationship? No.
What if it's a child involved?
That's different.
Okay,
Way
I just
different.
wanted I just wanted to
'Cause-
clarify that as well.
Different.
Because when I think of like exes, I'm thinking of like heavy
Serious?
relationships,
Yeah.
just like intimate moments. Cool. Someone
Yeah, I
that
got you.
like has a lingering effect,
Yeah.
not someone that's has to be around. I don't even want to say has to be around,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah, I get what
they're
you're saying.
actively involved.
About you?
It just depends on the situation, honestly, because it depends on the severity of the friendship. Because it's just like, oh, I'm calling him late night. Well, that's kind of weird to me. We ain't doing all that.
Yeah.
But
Like-
if it's just like y'all see each other, y'all comment on Instagram, something like that, that's cool. Like I'm not tripping off that. I'm not even an insecure nigga like that. But and then the kid thing, I would prefer that you guys are friends than rather
Absolutely.
be enemies because it's gonna even make my situation harder in general. And I know that from experience. So
Instagram friends don't mean nothing though.
yeah, you know, like it depends on the severity of the friendship because
Say they go like
because even if I look at me and like the girls that I'm still like I dated and we're friends, like I think there's still like, you know, that something that lingers because we've been together. They might send me a provocative photo or something when they mad at they whatever, and so like I just know how it could get. I know how it could get, so it's just kind of a touchy. It just depends, honestly.
what if they go to get like a lunch every like 2-3 months?
Oh, I'm gonna say no to that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say no to that.
lunch, just them two.
I don't think the ex
I
man
don't care.
should be able to take my girl on dates.
They're friends. They're just friends.
Nah, fuck that.
That's the thing.
They're just friends.
I ain't with that.
And how many? Let's ask this: how many friends do you have, all of you, that you've had sex with?
Are you asking like total numbers? Or?
Yeah, like how many friends do you have that like good?
Oh, I thought
friends?
you were asking
Wait,
about just
wait,
numbers.
wait.
I was like, I was ready to shoot out my number right now.
I feel like there's a different like way you can answer this. How many friends have I had sex with, or how many people have I had sex with that are my friends?
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, I ain't fucked none of my friends.
That's different. That's very different.
If a female is just
Both.
my friend, I'm not fucking her. I'm
My-
gonna
yeah.
be completely honest.
My friends, no, I'm not fucking any of my friends.
That's what I was trying to say.
But,
That's
like-
I said this on one part with Hunter when they was grilling me in the comments because I said I wouldn't fuck my female friends, and I was just like, no, I was like the women that I didn't fuck, they knew I was trying to fuck them.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking my friends.
There's women I've definitely like have had sex with, and then like we've been mad cool since. We don't have sex anymore because we're just friends. They moved on. They have their relationships. I have mine, but like we're still like friends. We're platonic, cordial friends.
Cordial, but do y'all? So you would take her out to eat once a week?
Once a week, nigga. What? What?
Oh, this is
that's
the
my.
bad
That's
bit.
a girlfriend. What are you talking about?
Exactly. So,
No, I said once every few months.
well, once every few months, you would just take her out to eat.
I would consider it, yeah. With the girls that I've had sex with that are my friends now, yes, I would.
Okay.
Because like through like it sounds crazy, but like through sex, like we actually like connected more as people. So like conversation, like we already did the most vulnerable thing we could with each other. So now like just saying shit off of the rip or like being emotionally vulnerable like is easier. So I feel like yes, I can just be your friend and take you to lunch, or we can go and I can be like, yo, I gotta get some shit off my chest real quick.
I can understand that. I actually can. I don't think I've ever actually had that experience because I feel like the one chick that was kind of my friend that I smashed, we don't really talk like that no more. But I feel what you're saying because we used to hang out too, so I can feel that.
Now, like, do I have a lot of them? No. But I got, like, without putting a number on myself, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to put a number out there, but most of them that I would consider my friend, there's still stuff there. Like, it could go down at any moment. It could go down, you know what I mean? So I just kind of just keep it where it's at.
Like, I'm with y'all. I kind of depend on the circumstances because I feel like any woman that like gets with me like has to understand that like I'm cool with like the chick I was in the longest relationship with, and like we get split custody of a dog. I be on this pod calling her my baby mom, like all that. Like that's my dog for real. Like I fuck with her tough still, but like no, I'm not taking her to lunch. No, I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I went over there and visited her grandma like one time, like during like the holidays and shit, but like it ain't nothing like that. Like, and probably won't be like that ever again. But that's my dog though. Like, talk to her once a week, and that's my fucking dog.
And then
Go ahead.
even like my exes that we're cool, I might check up on them like every few months or something just to make sure they're cool because at one point I did care. Like, well, I still do, but like.
That's
No,
toxic.
but it's just in a different way. Like
toxic.
You care about them as a friend.
Yeah,
not,
like
not
I care about
them
them as a person, that they're doing well, their well-being. Like, even though we didn't work out, like, you good? I'll check like that.
I have a lot of friends that are exes that are like that. Like they'll hit me up and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Great," and I'll ask about them. Like, "How are your kids? How's the dogs?" Because I've got animals with like all my exes. I just like leave animals with all my exes. That's my toxic trait.
But see,
Same.
I'm like, hell yeah, you got a snake? Oh, we're not together anymore. I guess that's your snake now. So
Same. That's how I got to with these fucking dogs.
I figured you did it on purpose.
You want a dog? Cool. Oh, we broke up. I'm taking this dog, but the other one she gonna keep. But like that's my thing. I fuck with my little dog too. So
Well, but what were you gonna ask?
When you leave relationships, like when you get out of relationships,
Yeah.
and you already built this kind of your own relationship with her family, his family. Do you really got to give up that relationship?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard.
It's tough. It's mad tough.
It's hard.
It's mad tough.
Yeah.
So,
Even to the point
half
where
the time, they're gonna make it like that. Like
Right.
they might see you in the store and be like, "Oh, how are you doing?" But
Who will? The
family?
parents?
The ex's
The
family.
Yeah.
The ex-in-laws, we'll say.
yeah, and even sometimes like it was a point where like her grandma would text me and I like would just be feeling weird. I'm like, nah, I'm not about to talk to your grandma, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because then it just make me. Then it all of a sudden be like, damn, these people cared about me. Maybe I should try to go back, but like, nah, I had to stand my ground. Or even like, so her uncle, when I pulled my hamstring, her uncle's like, he does physical therapy like full time. Got his own office, all kind of shit. So when I pulled my hamstring, he was like my physical therapist. I'm not paying for nothing. And then even like sometimes I'll go over there and I'll be like, yeah, man, I didn't injure this, injure that. And he'd be like, oh, you know you can still come to me. And I just won't go. I'd rather go pay.
Nigga, your morals too big.
Yeah,
I would have took that little discount.
man,
with
I ain't
staying
got
with me.
no insurance. Shit.
I can't have that shit lingering around because then I'm gonna be like, you know how my baby mom's doing, man. Nah, I'm not about to do that and go in there with a big ass elephant in the room that I don't want to talk about. You know what I mean?
I'm usually the problem, so I usually don't have a lot of families that are like super sad that I'm gone. But there are families that I've been sad that I no longer have contact with. So like my ex G, I loved his family. I still love his family, despite the fact that I'm sure they absolutely despise me, and that truly saddens me because I was really excited to be part of that family, and now to not have it, shit sucks.
Yeah, but like even.
But most of them, I'm like, oh, well, I didn't like your mom or whoever anyways, so it's fine.
I hate when you find out when they're not gangy. Every time she say G, I just bring
Well,
off my
unfortunately, this ex's first name starts with a letter that I've fucked around with a lot. So I got to change it so that he's special, because he is.
Got it.
I
So.
see.
You don't want to give him his flowers?
Motherfucker, I tried. I tried so hard to try and make it work with this guy. I went to therapy, which I've never done before. I tried.
That nigga made you crazy?
Yeah. Which is crazy because I'm not that kind of person ever. I've never pined over a guy. I'm like, fuck you, I can replace you. And like yesterday, I'm not even worried about it. But this one, I tried so hard. I got him a tattoo appointment. He has no idea. None. I scheduled his birthday with the tattoo artist that we had mutually, and then I saved it all the way up until the week before. And then I was like, hey, will you call him and give him this tattoo appointment? And he took it. He has no idea how he got it.
You did that recently?
Yeah, last year.
Oh.
Last year? The year before?
I thought you
Oh,
was
that took
I thought
that
she was
shit
about
away
to.
Last year.
from-
Yo, last year I did it. I like saved that day and made it for an appointment for myself. And then the week before, I was like, hey, will you call him and see if he wants this appointment? If he doesn't, I will take it. If he does, it's all his.
I'd have done the smoothest, you know, when the magicians pulled the tablecloth,
Yep.
then everything just stayed there.
Yep.
That's my
Yeah.
appointment.
I did.
would've.
I tried so hard to get him back, and nothing. Now he avoids me like the plague. If he sees me in public, he just like skirts all the way around. I'm like, all right.
This question says, the role social media plays in a relationship, does posting your partner matter?
Again, I'm unconventional in this sense. I don't think posting anything about your relationship is vital. I think people who do it excessively is really cringy. I think it's gross. They're like, oh my God, at the gym with Bae. I'm like, please, get off the fucking squat rack. You look ridiculous.
I actually agree with
Fucking
that.
can't.
To be honest with you, I
Fucking
actually agree with
can't.
that. I actually agree with that. I really do.
I get in trouble for like
Posting or not posting?
not posting.
Oh.
Like exes like not posting. They're like, oh, you didn't post the pictures we took. I'm like, for what?
For what?
Like those are our pictures. Like they're up in the living room. Like whoever comes over to see it, like it's cool.
The most I used to do was like a birthday shout out, like on social media. But other than that, it was never really posted that much.
How do you show your significant other that you're proud of them, though, to the world?
I don't. Which is
Why do I
my
have to show the
problem.
world when I should just show you?
Right. What he said.
And that
You
It's
gonna do
not-
that with your kids?
It's not for everybody.
Oh, hey, Drake, I liked it better when you was hiding the world from your kid, man. I would have did the same thing. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid. I'm
you
with
know what
him.
I'm saying?
My kid might, I might just be like, you know how when you see like them censored pictures where like it be their whole face, but it's like a black strip over their eyes and mouth. That's how I be with my kids on the internet.
And you gonna put them in a mansion where no one can find them?
Yep.
Couldn't treat them like a blanket.
But like I don't.
They go over the balcony.
Over the balcony. I'm like, motherfucking Cameron, dude.
I don't really I don't really post like stuff about my life on social media anyway because I don't feel like my life should be interpreted for other people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, sure, like we post this podcast, you know what I'm saying? We post stuff like that. Like I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, hey, I did this in my life. Oh, hey, I did that in my life. I don't need validation from people that like really I don't see every day. I don't need validation from people, period, to keep it a buck with you. So like, I don't want y'all to be interpreting my personal life because your opinion on my life actually doesn't matter to me.
Have you
Whether
got
that be in a relationship, whether that be kids, whether that be the shit that I've accomplished over the last X amount of years.
Have you got in trouble? Like, has a girl ever been like, "Why don't you post me?"
No, I didn't be like, why don't you post me? Because I think most women, they kind of know how I am. Like, they give me that, like, benefit of the doubt to be me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
Are you
part of
single right now? Oh, okay.
that's part of the reason why I even thought of the question is just because like when you put like if you post somebody or you post your partner, to me I feel like if you were to do it for you, but you're doing it like out of courtesy for me, I would appreciate it. Like if you're gonna post me, like don't post me like as a main post. Like I don't want to see myself on the feed, but like if I'm on your story and it's something subtle, I appreciate stuff like that.
Yeah. See, that's the kind of stuff I would do, like the story. Like I remember in my last relationship, like it's always this one picture that I think of in my head where we was eating steak and lobster, and the food looked so damn good. And I had a little boomerang where I did the steak, and then I went up to her while she was taking a bite, and I just did the boomerang where it was like, you know what I mean? Where it showed the steak and
You're
lobster,
like
and then it
smash,
showed her
double
biting
smash,
it.
smash,
I was
double
talking to
smash.
But see, even that, like, don't show me. Like, just show my hands.
Yeah, see, this one shorty said this. This one shorty said,
That's because I feel like when they do that, that's sneaky.
yeah.
I like that shit.
Nah, that's sneaky.
He
I'm like,
said
if
he
you
likes
just,
that shit.
you
Red
just
flags.
Keep my anonymity, so when I cheat, I'm good.
Red flags.
I seen them knuckles before. That's what they said.
No hand tats.
and that's how I'm gonna get in trouble. They gonna be like, I see that unfinished tattoo on his head.
I see that eczema right there.
I see that unfinished tattoo on his head. What the
Nigga,
fuck?
he hold a spoon like a pencil. I know him.
No, but one girl, I was just taking her out. We was eating, and she was like, "I'm gonna just take a picture of your hands." I was like, "My hands?" She's like, "Yeah, it's fresh, it's new. I don't want to show you. People might." And she gave me a reason, like, certain girls might see you and be like, "Oh, this is a nice guy," and like try to like see what's up with me. And I'm
She
like,
felt threatened.
and I was like,
Red
I doubt
flags.
that. I doubt that, but you're already insecure like that.
Red
They would have
flags.
been like, that's Wavy P.
That nigga,
She would have found out some shit about your ass.
Hey,
nigga's a no
or,
sniper.
Red
Or-
flags.
or she already knows.
You know what I'm saying?
Was trying to find it out.
She like, listen, we ain't supposed to be doing this, but I'm only gonna show your hands. Ain't nobody gonna know.
She's like, usually I don't do this, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird era now. Like I don't even understand it. I don't even think too deep in this shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think social media should even be like a conversation about a relationship. Like whatever I want to post, I want to post. Whatever you want to post, you want to post.
You gonna follow her?
Follow who?
Your
The
girl.
person you're in a relationship with.
Yeah.
But that's
That
it.
would be weird not to. So you wouldn't live
What's the
in the.
difference?
Of not following versus following?
Yeah, they ain't gonna post me.
I mean,
anyway.
y'all don't even want to live in the same house, so not following
I
them would
mean,
just be.
look.
Yeah. I might
Okay,
as
if
well
we
not-
don't live in the same house, yeah, I'm gonna follow. Yeah.
I feel like even if we are living in the same house, I'm gonna follow you. Like, what if I just want to see like what you post? Like, you know what I'm saying? What if I want to see you post like the cake you was making or
But
something?
you don't want to see them every night at your house.
Eh,
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like,
space.
I don't want to talk to you, but I want to know what you're doing.
That's great.
Like, I'm interested in how your day is, but like, shut up.
no, I didn't say I don't want to live in the same house with him. I'm just saying, like, I would have separate houses. I wouldn't have an issue with that.
Hey,
I've been
So
with my
you
dude
wouldn't
for like
have an
8
issue
months
with
and
her having
haven't
a
posted a
social
single
media
thing.
that
so.
you're not in,
Oh,
that
she
you
got
don't have
she
access
got
to.
the
Nah.
Finsta going crazy,
yeah. See, because that's different. Because then, like, what if, like,
and it's private.
what do you mean? Like, why wouldn't I be able to follow you? Like, that, I feel like that's way different.
I don't know. You want space.
So if she got
Why
a
can't she have her own social media?
for real, what if she got a
That's
private
called an
account?
OnlyFans, and I think that's different.
See, exactly.
Shout out OnlyFans.
No, wait, hold on.
Trying to
hold
get
on.
the sponsor
I don't-
for the pod.
I don't agree with that. If she got an OnlyFans, I'm the manager. I'm running the account. She just give me the content.
She got an OnlyFans. We're not even in a relationship. This is just a business accusation. I'm basically a P.
Slick back and everything.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
Just leave that subject alone.
Same.
So if
You wouldn't manage
if the
your girl's
person you
OnlyFans?
was talking to had an OnlyFans, are you really talking to him?
I'm gonna just leave that subject alone.
You don't want to be like Twister? I feel like you could be a dope Twister.
What you mean?
Like
Girl,
overnight celebrity or what?
Yeah, I see you in the top like 0.9%. Like we can make you overnight celebrity real quick. Like,
Nah, I'm
Overnight celebrity.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that subject alone.
It's because he
Cam,
knows.
I know you got something.
He
Cam.
knows. That's why.
Cam
know.
got, Cam
He
got
had
one that
this. He
a
had it
secret
happen. He's
one.
like,
It's
son of a bitch.
Nah. All right, I'm going to say it. I'm leaving the subject alone because when I actually start doing that shit, y'all gonna be looking at me crazy.
Being a manager or being on
when
OnlyFans?
when we have an umbrella of OnlyFans girls. Right
And
under
then-
this umbrella, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna shoot their OnlyFans content in here, and you know what I'm saying?
In here?
In here,
Yeah.
this is public as shit. There's kids.
It'll be all right.
At least get blackout curtains for the love of God.
Yeah, see, when we start shooting their OnlyFans content and making money off of that.
But are you gonna date one?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I can run up your bands, run your OnlyFans.
What about a Twitch where like a girl plays video games in her underwear?
Oh, that'd be lit.
That shit would be.
Yeah,
lit.
I would date one of them.
I almost did it. I was so for it.
Yeah, because Cam gonna be off the camera, sitting here, just like Kobe did.
Yeah, that'd be lit. I'd do that.
Yeah.
I'd do that. I'd be like, yeah, go make that money. Go make that money on the Twitch.
Buys new video game for her. He's like, here, baby, I got you the new Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's fucking
But see,
go.
I feel like that's not as sexual. Like, I almost think it's weird that, like, dudes really be watching that and paying for that, to be completely honest with you. Like, that's way different than, like, if you full ass busting it open on OnlyFans. Like, I guess I can understand somebody paying for that, but, like, leaving tips to a girl on Twitch that's just playing video games in her underwear, that's a sickness.
Yeah, that's.
That means you got no grasp on real life. You really get no bitches.
Can we just? I don't want to get. I really don't want to get canceled. So if this sounds crazy, please tell me. But like, a part of me, in a funny way, wants to hate on women. You mean to tell me you can get bans from just sitting in a chair with your underwear on and playing a video game? I'm hating.
Have you tried it for yourself?
Got paid when I was 12.
It's not gonna work for us. It's not gonna work the same way.
I'm not even hating on that. I'm hating on the dudes that really be paying for it. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
like,
if you don't
dude,
get out,
like-
touch some grass, lay some cement, and get some box, bro. Like, it's not that hard.
What about the guys that pay to watch girls eat?
That's a sickness
That's
too.
sick.
Like,
I
that's
feel like that's
crazy
worse
to me.
than just watching a girl play video
Feet-
games.
feet
in
Yeah,
her
and the
smushing
feet
me.
shit, like
And
none of this makes sense to me. Like none of this makes sense to me. Because to be honest with you, I don't think I ever really be looking at a screen and be like, "Hey, yo, man, I gotta pay this." She turning me on from the screen. Like I never
Look
like
at that pedicure.
right. Like you know what I'm saying. It's even difficult for me to watch porn. So like watching that is like I'm like, the fuck. I got to be in a drought to watch porn.
Maybe you should probably Horizons.
We need to pause, but your physical men's health. Yeah, you need to check that, bro.
Why?
Your libido's down.
Yeah,
What you mean?
Oh.
Because
Your
I'm
numbers
not
low?
watching porn.
no.
He didn't say he
The
doesn't
porn
jack
is
off. He
alluding
just
to
said
other
that.
things, Cameron.
What? That I ain't get no box?
Yeah. No,
What are you alluding to?
I think
don't take
he's
care of
worried that
yourself,
you're
Cameron?
not jacking off enough. I think that's his problem.
Bro, like, why am I sitting there beating my meat when I could be doing other things?
the clarity is healthy to do it.
It's healthy to beat your meat.
Yeah,
What about the retention shit that everybody be talking about?
so niggas can just walk around angry and grumpy when they don't get boxed.
Why would I do that? But this what I'm
Are you
saying,
angry and grumpy?
though. Nah, but this what I'm saying, though. Like, it's like,
Cameron,
okay. On a Tuesday night, we playing in this basketball league. On Tuesday night, if I beat my meat a couple hours before I'm going to play in this basketball game, as bad as I've been playing, I'm going to play 10 times worse than that.
What about after
After?
halftime?
Nah, you
He went to the bathroom like, I'm about to score 30 in here.
Have you guys not heard about the guys that like in office will like go and do that while they're in office?
office, like, at work?
That's different.
like at
Is-
work?
Yeah. They'll be like, hey, I gotta take a quick break, and they just handle that shit and then come back to work.
Shit, niggas do it in school.
What?
What?
Beating their meat in the school?
Yeah, you never.
No. I can understand if you was getting boxed at work or at school, but like, I don't know. I think beating your meat is a sickness.
What
think
about
it's
not
a
beating
sickness?
it?
Yeah, if you beat your meat too much, like
Too much.
you don't got enough. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got your priorities right. You ain't doing nothing. And the
yeah.
reason you can't do nothing is because you're too busy beating your meat, and you don't feel like doing shit because you just beat your meat.
So yeah, that's different. I wasn't talking about too much.
I don't understand that. Like, if you do it too much, I can feel that. Like, you're like, you know what? I don't even want to eat. I'm gonna just watch.
Just chug
watch
Mountain Dew and jack it.
This XNXX, this red tube.
And then it's not even that entertaining. So like, you watch it for 5 minutes, beat your meat, and then do what? Like,
Clean up and go about your day.
You lay there powerless.
see, that's what I
You lay there
said.
powerless.
So is it?
Because then
is
you
it-
don't feel like doing shit. So
Is it just a sickness for us or women as well?
I wonder if I don't know.
I think women's a little different. different.
I don't know if women masturbate as much as men. If you want me to keep it a bug with you,
I've witnessed.
I know some do.
Wait. I feel like that's a loaded question though, because you can't say women masturbate just as much, because I feel like
I'm sure
men
there's some that do.
masturbating and women masturbating are different.
yeah,
Because women can come multiple times and masturbate once.
Don't be jealous.
right.
I mean, you've never, never mind, I'm not going to say it on camera. But as a man, you can masturbate multiple times and you only get one each time.
Yeah, so then,
Or you can come one time, but you only are masturbating.
so if you
one
masturbate
time.
multiple times on the same day, you're just not gonna do shit. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm in my head. That's why I'm like, it's
What
kind
happened if you?
But that's
woke
what I'm
up-
saying. It's different. That's why I'm saying it's different if you ask that, like if it's the same for women, because it
Well, yeah,
really isn't.
okay, I guess that's fair. But like, I think dudes should stop being their meat so much. Like at the end of the day, that's what I think. Everybody get your dick out your hands, all right?
Hand check.
think dudes be beating their meat too much, and that's why some dudes don't
Show
get
me your
shit done. You're
hands.
too busy beating your fucking meat. You can do
So-
anything
so-
else, but
so
you're beating your meat.
What happened if you're
What
not
about when you're
beating your
winding down
meat,
for bed?
You're fucking and you're not productive.
I think that's a sickness too.
You think that's a sickness too?
I think that's a sickness too.
Okay.
You know, I always be saying that about like overly horny men. I think they the weirdest motherfuckers in the universe.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's just like that
You
story.
can't focus on anything else but that. I can see that.
It's just like that story I always tell. When I first met old boy at it was this dude in high school. I ain't gonna say his name on the pod, but I just remember the first time I ever met this man. I was like, "Hey man, you got some on your shirt?" He said, "Me?" I said, "Yeah, you." He looked down at the shirt. He said, "Oh, it's probably cum." I said, "What?" He said, "It's probably cum." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Fuck you mean what, nigga? You don't get cum on your shirt?" I tapped the Oscar guy. I'm new to the school at this point too. I tapped the Oscar guy. I said, "Hey man, I don't know why y'all kicking with this dude. Like that's some weird shit he just said." And then everything else he did in high school just started making sense. I'm like, he put a porno on when it was a bunch of people sitting in the living room. Like I'm like, I don't like overly horny men. Like I think that's the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah.
Because you have no self control.
No, oh yeah,
He probably
crazy.
He probably thought he was about to have an orgy in the living room when he put that fucking porno on. Because there was women in there too. So like in his head, he was, "Oh, we about to get active." Like, no, nigga, turn
Never
that
had nut on your shirt.
turn that shit off.
Wait, you mean that new Mia Khalifa video ain't gonna do it? Mia Khalifa
Nut
ain't gonna
on
set
your
it off
shirt is crazy.
in the room full of people.
I think dudes need to stop being their meat so much.
Nut
man.
on your shirt and not changing it and coming around people.
That is
that is fucking nasty.
Sometimes
You got a
miss
special
some, guys.
place in
Jeez.
hell. You coming around niggas with nut on your shirt.
Listen, man, you can't always control where it be going sometimes. man.
Right?
What? You can't control your
Nah.
closet and changing your goddamn shirt before you come outside.
Right, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, what if you done it on her, right, and you wiped it off with the shirt? Are you gonna wear that shirt to go out?
Just
That's-
like swipe.
That's
Hang
mad.
out with
That's what I'm saying. That's mad crazy.
hang out with your homies and shit.
That's mad crazy.
With a stain on your huff. Like we're not doing that. That's crazy.
What? I didn't know it was there, man.
You didn't know, but
You know, it's like deodorant marks. The shit just gets up everywhere, and you don't even know how it got there.
Cam just caught him lacking and he owned it.
Nah. These next two questions, I feel like you already answered them. Honestly, why are you single? Because you have not accountability issues. You're the problem,
And 9 times out of the 10, problem.
and you
Yes.
don't want kids.
I,
But you just actually
Don't.
said that you was talking to somebody so yeah.
yeah.
What happened in your past relationships? We've been on that. We've been
We
on
need
that.
more podcasts to go through all that.
Do you think you met the love of your life?
Yes, and lost him.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Do you feel like you only have one love of your life?
So
I guess that's why they call it the love of your life.
right.
but-
And I'm usually not the kind of person who believes in all that bullshit like love at first sight or anything. But with this particular guy, it was 100% different, and I've never felt anything quite like that since being with him. So, different level of love and everything, and everyone's like, you should probably get him off a pedestal. I'm like, I can't. I struggle.
I want all my
Almost 4
exes
years
to feel
later
like
and
that.
still can't. So
You say you want what?
I want all my exes to feel like that about me. Like, I can't get over this motherfucker.
Listen,
it sucks.
I wouldn't
I want him
mind.
to lose sleep.
That's why he liked that stupid ass Drake album. Now it all makes sense. That's why he liked that stupid ass album. Now it makes perfect sense.
You don't want them to feel like they could never get another you?
I do for sure. I mean, like,
I think Cam said it one time.
if I'm being real, I just want at least one, but I would like all my women in my life to show up. I want them to show up for me like they showed up for SZA the last week.
I mean, I guess I feel it to a certain
Well,
extent.
SZA was pouring water on herself and stuff. So.
But at the same time, I don't like that just because like I felt like if instead of trying to get over me while I'm gone, like maybe you should appreciate me while I was here and I would have never left.
Yeah, that is.
Again, conventionally, I am not typical in relationships. And so I'm not going to say that guy did not try his hardest to get over how I was. But then when he finally left, I was like, stupidest fucking reason ever. Like, it actually pissed me off quite a bit. I was like, you've had this amount of years to handle this shit, and now it's suddenly a problem.
What happened if that was just like the feather that broke the camel's back?
It took 2 years for it to break the camel's back.
It does sometimes.
Yeah.
But, like, when you are aware of what's going on and the situation and everything, and then suddenly it's a fucking problem, when you swore up and down that you weren't going anywhere, that you knew what you were getting yourself into, like, all of that. And then suddenly it's now a problem because everyone convinced you that I wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it's like you felt understood by him.
Right.
And then
got confident that he wasn't going to go anywhere. I constantly, like, freaked out about it. I was like, this is not normal in a typical relationship. No motherfucker would deal with this kind of bullshit that I'm doing right now. He still knows what's going on. He's still saying, baby, I'm not going anywhere. Like, all this, like, promises. And then out of nowhere, he's like, oh, well, everyone convinced me that you weren't good enough. I was like,
I think that.
Who the fuck said that I was perfect? Not me. No, there's nothing perfect about me. Nothing.
Taking it off you, is there a difference in bringing awareness and acceptance when it comes to stuff like that?
How do you mean?
Like, you can make somebody aware of certain situations, but like we just said, like, it takes 2 years for the camel's back to break. In those 2 years, maybe people are aware of their situation, but it doesn't necessarily hit them until a certain point, and that's when, like, not just acceptance, but like that, like, kind of back and forth internally of, do I stay? Do I go? Do I compromise this? Is this against what my fiber human being is? Because someone can bring that to your front door, and you can be just still so enamored with the thought of, this is my person, this is how good the relationship is, and then as you get into those repetitive cycles, you go through your trials and tribulations, now there's other things that stack up, and then you look back at what was talked about before all these things happened, and now you're really accepting, like, oh, okay, well, this is what it was like in 2 years. What's it going to look like in 5?
I don't think, if he would have brought it to me, it probably wouldn't have been as much of a problem, but I didn't know he was stewing in a particular problem until it blew up. He's like, oh, well, this, and I was like, that was 2 years ago. Like, I've asked you multiple times, like, are you good? Are you good? Yeah, babe, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I know you don't like making promises, like long-term commitments to people, but I swear on my life, I'm going to have you in mind, like, kind of thing. And then out of nowhere to be like, oh, actually, I wasn't okay with this. I'm like, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you bring it up? I would have absolutely talked to it. And it's not like he's wrong. I absolutely stand by the fact that he is not wrong to feel the way that he did for what I did. But I think what more hurts is that he never brought it up as a problem. Not once. Not once did he talk about it later and was like, you know what? I've decided I'm not comfortable with what happened. That's fair. Let's talk about it.
To where it almost feels like an empty promise or a lie to you, do you think?
It just kind of, it made me question, like, there was a point where there was nothing I didn't think that he and I could get through together. And then after that, after a moment, like a long time of reflecting, it got to the point that I started second guessing if he actually ever loved me, which sucks because there was never a point where I didn't think he didn't love me while we were together. Not once did I ever question it. And it got to the point that I was comfortable and thinking that he was never going to go anywhere. We were going to get through this bullshit that I was going through, and then we'd be fine. And then when it wasn't, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Why? Why did this happen? I don't understand.
Do you think, like, us as men, can we ever, when those questions are presented to us, like, do you think we'll ever be truly comfortable telling women how we feel off of the rip? Or will it always take them asking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times for us to actually admit when there's a problem? Because I feel like, yes, we are honest individuals, but at the same time, like, for the sake, I think we may have talked about it on a pod, but like for the sake of a relationship, sometimes you pick your battles or you decide what to talk about, what not to talk about in certain moments. If there's something that's bothering you, something that they're stewing in, or that we as men stew in, and they ask, is there an issue? What's the whole like all those things that you do for them?
So,
and we talk about men being in a safe space to share their thoughts and for it to be perceived. Like, will we ever get to the point where it's just off rip? We just tell it how it is?
Yeah, but I think at certain times you could be in almost like a purgatory of feelings, like where you just don't know. Like, there's so many mixed emotions, and then when you finally come to the conclusion, it may not be the right time for the person, but it's what you have to do because that's true to yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think as humans, sometimes we just don't know how to react to something. Even like when someone passes, sometimes I don't cry at first. Like, it takes time for me to process it, to process how I feel. And I think that's sometimes what happens as humans in general is like you have to process things sometimes. It's not just instant. And we live in a microwave society where everything has to be instant. Like, tell me now, what is this? I want this now. I want instant gratification. And it's like, sometimes it's not that.
And sometimes I feel like, I don't know if this is kind of the same thing, but I think I got to see it multiple times to even confirm that that's part of your personality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I need to see repeated habits before I feel like I can address the situation. Because, like, if you just made one mistake or was just having a bad day, like, that's way different. So I think a lot of the times I needed to see, like, something consistent that I feel like is an issue.
And when you see something consistent, do you bring it to the forefront, like right after that third or fourth time you've seen it? Or are you the, like, I've seen it multiple times, but here's the environment or here's the, like, scenario we're in, not the right time. Then there's the next time it's not the right time. Till it just prolongs and prolongs and prolongs.
I almost think it's a case-by-case basis, but I usually try to address it, like, as early as I possibly can.
Yeah. And then also, like, when I say, like, when you're in the I don't know phase, like, you're still processing it, mm-hmm. How is someone going to interpret you saying, well, I don't know? It would be, because Cam hates that. Cam hates for someone to say, I don't know. You know what I mean? So
it's only certain situations where you should know.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
that's not fair.
Yeah, it is.
That's not, though.
Well, I'm not saying, like, emotionally. Like, I almost just hate, like, when I don't know becomes a reason, or, like, I don't know becomes a form of not trying to take accountability type thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear, no, I don't know, no, we don't know. No, you fucking know.
Yeah.
so say it.
That's what I'm saying is, like, if you're still interpreting, like, your feelings and you're, like, in this purgatory of space, because I've been there where I was just like, I don't know quite how I feel about that.
Yeah, I feel like that's different from I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like, I don't know how I feel because I'm still processing that, I feel like that's different from, oh, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like communication is well, that was the whole last podcast was communication. But I feel like communication is a big thing because instead of saying I don't know, you should be like, I'm still trying to process it, you know. But how you said like sometimes you can't be blunt, even in the case of your case, maybe he just said what he thought you wanted to hear until
Don't.
you know what I mean?
Don't. I promise you I can handle whatever you need to tell me.
You know.
Honestly. I might not like
saying
it.
that's what happened, but I'm saying
Right.
like
And that's probably what it is. Like I think part of it is that he thought that he could get over it, and when he didn't, he just decided not to say anything, and I wish with all of my heart he would have. I wish he would have been like, "You know what? Let's talk." Instead of doing the whole like breaking up over Snapchat thing. Like
Oh, it was over Snap
Whoa.
too? That's mad
Snap
crazy.
is crazy.
That's
Yeah.
mad crazy.
Snap is kind of disrespectful in a way.
I feel like I shouldn't have asked this question because I feel like it could be disrespectful to your current situation. But what if nowadays he was like, "Hey, let's have that talk."
honestly, I would absolutely do it. If he called me today and was like,
Fucking gangy.
"Let's talk," I'd be like, "Okay, let's go." I asked to talk, and he was like, "No," and I was like, I was having such bad anxiety because he was not responding very fast when I tried hitting him up later after we had broken up, and I was having such bad anxiety because he wasn't responding back consistently. But he was like, "Oh, I want to know everything that's been going on since we broke up." I was like, "Okay, I can do that." And I was like, I'll just tell him everything because it's better to tell him everything than like pick and choose. But then he wasn't responding very frequently, so I was getting anxious. And so I was like, "Can we just like go out to dinner, please?" And he's like, "No." And then I didn't hear from him again. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's mad weird too.
Damn.
I was like, "All right, cool."
Do you feel
Which
like?
sucks.
Do you feel
It
like?
hurt.
Do you feel like when you break up with somebody, do you think you owe them like multiple explanations?
When you break up with them or the relationship just ends?
Either one.
Here's the thing. With me, I was the kind of person who would like encourage people to break up with me so that I didn't have to hurt nobody's feelings. So I'd be like, you can break up with me at any time. And then they'd just be like, "Oh, okay." That way, when they broke up with me, they still had their dignity and I was already checked out, which isn't right. Understand? I understand that
I
that's
catch
not
myself
something-
that I've done that a few times too,
right,
and it just
but
ain't,
I have
it don't
done
make
it,
me feel
and
good.
it sucks because I don't like confrontation. I don't like hurting people, believe it or not. I don't like making people feel like shit. I don't like breaking people's hearts. I did it a lot, but I would prefer that people broke up with me because I was like, we're good. Like, I'm already checked out. Now they get to keep some of their dignity.
Do you feel that's
by-
kind of passive?
For sure, 100%. It is. But again, like, I don't like confrontation. So I'm just like, I could tell you that I don't fucking want to be with you and, like, hurt your feelings. Or I could just slowly encourage you to just decide that me being with you is not the best thing for you, and that's fine.
See, I'm sick. To me, it's not I don't like confrontation. It's more of like, I want you to make the decision. I want you to just be like,
You don't want to be the bad guy?
basically, I want you to just finally be done.
Shit, I'll put on the OJ glove and just pop it.
But it ain't like I don't do that no more. But like when I did do that, where I used to just be like
Kill it. Delta
just trying to
situation.
give you a reason to just dip out.
Yeah, that's me. Self-sabotage, 100%.
That's some like Martin shit or like a sitcom shit, you know, where they figure out the person that they wanted is not really the person they wanted, so they act crazy or something. Like
I wouldn't act,
it's like-
I wouldn't act any different.
no, not
I
acting,
just,
but,
like...
you know, like just create a situation like this is what you want to do.
If I was doing that, I knew it was already over though. So I would just be like, I mean, you
Then
don't
why
gotta
not
be
just
here.
sever the tie? Why not put the OJ glove on and pop her?
Because I was young. When I
Yeah.
was young, I would do that shit. So
Yeah.
I could just be like, nah, I'm gonna just wait till she leave me, man.
Yeah. That's
This is-
definitely, that's definitely, I can
So,
relate. I can
let
relate
let
to
me
that.
ask you this: if someone cheated on either one of you guys, right? Are you gonna cheat back,
No, I'm just not gonna be with him.
or are you gonna just leave them?
I'm gonna leave him.
I don't know if I've ever been cheated on.
Oh, but she
And if
has
so,
some.
but normally I was also cheating, so I was like, well.
That's crazy.
Shame.
She really tried to slide that in. I was about to ask a different question. She's like trying to slide that underneath, like.
That's crazy.
For me, though, I was 9 times out of the 10 the problem with relationships. So for me, if someone cheated on me, I'd be like, oh, can't be mad.
Okay, let's stay here.
Shame.
Okay, let's stay here. What's the craziest way you've cheated?
The craziest way I've cheated?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Define crazy.
Like what? Like what's the?
Like,
what's like
some-
the extents you've gone to, the lengths you've gone to cheat?
Like, was it just mad random, or was you like, was it premeditated?
Were you like, I'm going on a girls' trip?
Like, was you like, what kind of lie did you come up with? Like, was it mad?
Did
crazy?
Domino's text you?
No,
Your
no,
gay
I
friend
just
Myron?
went. I never really had some grand scheme of anything. I was just like, I'm feeling somebody else, and just go. And then they'd be like, oh, where were you? I was at a friend's house.
Oh, so it's premeditated.
Normally, it just kind of happened,
But-
or I just didn't. I didn't really think. It's not like I was like, you know what sounds really fun tonight? I'm gonna go cheat on a motherfucker. I would just go out, and then I'd be like, oh no, the dick.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, no, my
Help me, I
panties are
fall
off.
on his dick.
I'm helpless.
I
That's
can't
crazy.
get off.
Hey, you know what's funny? So
I mean,
that remind me of one of the old
Motherfuckers.
pods, right? Where we was talking about, it was me, you, and Mr. Highness, and we was talking about women that sleep with dudes on the first night. And then, like, so I'm trying to shoot the women bail. I'm like, well, what if she not really like that? What if she's just feeling me because I'm that dude? Mr. Highness was like, if she can feel it that night, she can feel it another night. And he said that, and I had no argument with him.
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of.
Oh, and
she just be
speaking
like,
of that,
shit, fuck it.
Speaking of that, we had a topic. I don't know if it got on there. Our one night. What was the one night stands? Or if one night stands are okay? So-
Oh, when we.
Yeah, I thought that was on a different pod, but she can answer that. We cool with
yeah, I
that.
think that's a good
I can answer all
thing
the
for
things.
right now.
Where is it at?
Are they acceptable?
I
think
don't.
they are.
I've done a lot of one night stands. Like I actually did the math once. And
Is it
if
acceptable to have sex on the first night, morning after one night stand etiquette?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Is it acceptable? You think it's acceptable to have a one night stand? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've done them. Like, if I were to take out all the one night stands that I've had versus like the relationships, the numbers would be vastly different, sadly, because I make poor choices. But not
You live
now,
life.
actually.
You live.
I
you live your
did. I
experiences.
lived a lot in my 20s, too much, I think. But now I don't really have it in me. It's a lot of work.
what about you? You feel it's acceptable to have a one night stand?
Yeah.
What about you, Cam?
I mean, like, I'm
You
not
said
like one of these
no.
overly horny niggas that Cameron likes to paint us out to be. Sometimes,
No,
but, you
no.
know.
Like,
I'm-
I got
I'm
that
like-
on my shirt. I had a one night stand.
I'm just laughing because like he's asking me this like he don't know that I you know what I'm saying like we ain't
Hella one-night
like we ain't been
stands.
together doing this shit sometimes. That's why I think it's funny.
He in the kitchen eating shit.
But yeah, I think it's acceptable.
Yeah. And you?
If you
this
don't know that
construction-
answer, you ain't been watching this damn
Honestly,
podcast.
I just kind of wanted to hear him say it.
He be in the back of the whip knocking the boots while they be across the street drilling some holes and shit.
Yeah, he be
Yeah, I
sitting
just
there
crazy. I live my life, man.
answering the phone while he with a girl answering his mama's call.
He in the
I've
box
done that.
after she peed on him, like.
She peed in the bed, man. Let's get this straight right now. Because people are still coming up to me like, she pissed on you? She peed in the bed and it got on me. She was drunk, pissed in the bed, and it got on me.
I've had that happen.
Where somebody peed on you?
Right. So this motherfucker was absolutely drunk. We weren't even in his bed. We were in one of his buddies' bed. We had partied over at their house or that house the night before, and he like was always wearing basketball shorts. And we're sleeping, and he's like, "I gotta pee." I'm like, "So fucking go pee, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck." Whips out his dick right there and just
That's your
pees.
fault.
And I was like,
That's your fault.
Nah, that's
No,
mad
see,
crazy.
this one was-
To the
ridiculous.
bathroom.
This one was like,
I told
Y'all
you.
was wait. She just set the parameters of they was fucked up. And
He was fucked up.
he is fucked up.
He's fucked
and
up.
he
The
says,
next
I need
day-
to go pee. And she just says, well, then go pee.
Go, motherfucker. You know
didn't
where the
tell us-
bathroom
You
is?
didn't tell this
Do
drunk
I
ass
have
dude to
to?
go to the bathroom.
Why she gotta tell a grown ass man to go to the bathroom?
Why
He's
should I
intoxicated. Bro, come
Nah.
on now.
See,
Don't
mine
act
was
like-
vastly
Morning
different.
after.
No,
Morning
we
after.
not
gonna
He shouldn't have been.
Oh,
even
morning
been drunk.
after?
Yeah, morning after.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
7
This is
o'clock the next
this is
morning.
vastly different because this was in sleep. I woke up like, oh, what is fucking? That's piss. You know what I mean? Like that.
I was barely conscious. I was like, okay, and then like he just like whipped it out and like it was like going down the side and I felt it and I was like, what the fuck is it? Motherfucker, are you serious?
Yeah.
I was mad as hell.
Nah, you shouldn't have to tell a grown ass. I don't care how intoxicated I am. How, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
not
gonna stumble my way
Or
to
at least
the
go pee in the
motherfucking
fucking
bathroom.
corner or something. Shit, get out of the bed and do it. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's crazy.
Man, I would have been hot if
I was
your
mad as
friend.
hell. I got up and
Well,
I
even if
left.
I was your friend, I'm like, damn, your dude just pissed in the bed. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Worse,
mad
it wasn't even
crazy.
his bed. That's what even I was like, man, this is your friend's bed and you're just pissing in it. What the fuck?
That's
I'm
mad
the
crazy.
friend. I'm even more. I'm mad at both of y'all. One, you peed in my bed. Two, you just sat there while he peed on you. Like,
No, I left. I was like, all right, rolled out of bed and just like walked out.
Okay.
You got to take a walk of shame with piss stench on you.
So fucking annoying, man.
Not
Oh my god.
I was wearing the jeans with no boxers on.
That's mad crazy.
What?
That's mad crazy.
But yeah, but what about the one night stand etiquette? So after the one night stand, what is appropriate? Y'all go get food or
It depends on how well I did.
plan B's? What are we doing?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're nutted in there, go get the plan B. But like,
Breakfast in bed. Let's go.
nah, I try to sneak out.
Girl.
While they sleep.
Jesus Christ.
I sneak out while they sleep.
Oh my god.
They be checking if you stole something when you do that.
Hey, man, Cameron turned into Batman.
Yeah, I turn into Batman. I'm sneaking out while they sleep. Like, nah. I gotta
What
get the
about
fuck
you?
out.
What do you do?
It depends on what tier I gave her.
What tier?
Yeah, what tier?
Like-
If you
Crying
gave
tears
some,
or-
No.
mid,
I gave her mid.
Yeah,
Yep.
if you just
Am I satisfied with my mid?
yeah, it was like
If I'm satisfied with my mid, maybe I'll stay. Maybe I'll stay. Put some extra sauce on it.
I didn't know about this mid shit, and as soon as I found out, life got easier. I was like, niggas is out here giving mid. I was trying to be I was trying to be Leonidas every night.
No,
Yeah,
you can't
nah.
do that. You can't do that.
That's what I say. The first time you fuck them, you always give them mid.
And I noticed that shit is low key some game, cause then, you can always get better.
Yep.
It's like, damn, you just.
Listen.
I didn't know you had this in you.
It's the same reason why I be telling women you get the 4.5 for the 3. I sell them the 3, and then they get the 4.5. It's the same reason. You give them mid, then when you break it out for a special
I just don't
occasion
say
for their
nothing.
birthday, it's once a year. Then you really go crazy.
See, I don't even say nothing.
You're single, yeah?
Huh?
You're single, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't say nothing.
further
I don't give them no expectations. It's all a surprise.
It's all a surprise, and then you just go crazy.
I was going crazy. They was sweating out weaves, spaghetti swirling in the air with the fingers, pull that motherfucker back, spit in mouths. What we doing?
That thing with the weed like this.
Playing some Genuine Pony in the background.
That's why y'all ain't
Nah, he was
listening
playing
to
that Diddy. He was playing that Diddy. That's
playing
what
that
he was
Diddy.
playing.
Oh no.
You wanna get nasty? That Josie joint, that shit crazy.
That was one of the better tracks on there. That shit was
Or
mad fire.
reaching with Ty Dolla Signs and Coco Jones. I love you, Coco Jones. Call a real nigga.
Oh my god.
I love
Coco
Coco
Jones,
Jones.
JoJo, like Cam.
He said
You got any
JoJo.
requests?
Beer.
Bia. Okay.
I love me some beer.
Off one verse.
Yeah, as soon as I'm telling you that verse on that Russ album, ever since that one verse, because I heard some of her music before that, but when she was on that Russ song,
She said,
What song?
the best on earth, she was like,
I
I
can't-
got drip on the floor, it's getting nasty. He ain't keeping his hands up off my ass cheeks. I was like, wait a minute, who's this? And then when I found out it was Bill, I was like, man.
he bought the shirt and everything.
All
He
of a
had the
sudden,
shirt
she
on
was
the
fine
pod.
after that verse.
Oh, that's why you don't be watching porn. You be watching music videos.
Watching MTV.
Loophole.
He said, I can't feel my legs.
I'll be on the couch with music videos with my meat in my hand.
He be like Damon on Friday when he see Tupac.
I still watch BET Uncut.
That's crazy.
He has VHSs and BET Uncut he
That's
taped over the
crazy.
years. It must be your ass, but it
Oh,
ain't your
shit.
face. He's like, damn. What my name is?
That tip drill video just do something to me, man. I don't even need X
Like when you
videos.
slide the credit card, that shit crazy.
That's crazy because Tip. Never mind.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Tip Drill was probably like one of the easier, like
Yeah.
more modest BET Uncut videos.
all the BET Uncut videos, when it was like a famous person, those was like the mid-ish. You had to get the dirty. You had to get the my neck, my back to see the real shit.
This before Melissa Ford was in Ford, you know.
I remember the one video from BET Uncut that I never saw was the Disco Inferno video by 50 Cent. So when he re-released The Massacre and it had a video to every song, I just remember like putting this shit in the PS2 and was just scrolling, and I felt like hearing Disco Inferno. And when that shit popped up and he was in a strip club and all the bitches' booties was hella big and they ain't had no drawers on, it was just shaking ass, I remember her and being scared that my mom was gonna walk in.
Cameron, what are you doing?
I start tapping the shit out that PlayStation, trying to hit circles so the
This
video
nigga lied.
stopped.
He turned the volume
Nah,
down.
I swear, because I remember the first time I popped it in, I didn't know the video was like that. I just wanted to hear the song.
This nigga
Seen
walked
all
out
them
with
bitches-
nut on his G-Unit shirt. Like, you ain't get nut on your G-Unit before.
That's bad, Chris. And you know I was wearing G-Unit. That's why I was playing the albums, trying to get in my mode for school, man. Trying to put my G-Unit on. Man, I seen the
And then
booties
we
on the
all-
screen. I started tapping this shit. I couldn't even press the right button trying to exit out that motherfucker. I'm pressing select. No, that shit don't do nothing.
See, you had that moment. See, like that similar moment when I was a kid growing up, because I liked the Yin Yang Twins, so they came out with that United States of Atlanta album.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still like, I was probably like maybe 12, like
Yeah.
The black and white album, yeah.
one where
I remember that
they're
shit.
in the whip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needless to say, the subject matter on that album was something an 11, 12-year-old should not have been listening to. So I liked Wait the Whisper song. The song was fire. The song was fire.
The song was fire, you're right.
There was no problem. My mom knew the song. Like, I'm just now getting into unedited music. Like, she knew.
Yeah.
But after Wait the Whisper song was a song called Pull My Hair. Pull My Hair was one of the raunchiest, like, he opened up with like, look, bitch, you don't talk the whole lot of, I was like, whoa. In the but it came on, this wasn't like, it was like a stereo, like you got the two speakers.
The CD player
changer.
shit, yeah.
So it ain't no like, I'm gonna just reach up here with my waterproof phone and change the song. Nah, this shit came on and they started going crazy. My mom bust down that bathroom door so quick. She was like, what the fuck are you listening to? I was like, oh. She was hot, man.
The only reason that don't make no sense to me is because I feel like the Whisper song is way worse.
No.
If I heard my kid listen to Wait Till You See My Dick, I would be like, yo, what are you listening to? Wait till you see my dick. I'm about to beat that pussy up.
Maybe it wasn't like
I would have
unedited.
turned that
Wait,
shit off.
It was
I'm like, hell no.
No, it wasn't unedited. It was like the when you would
not
buy
the
CDs
clean,
and it
but
didn't have the thing on
yeah,
it.
the in-between.
But it wasn't like
Yeah.
clean. It
Yeah,
was-
the in-between versions they used to have. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
So
So like,
even Bad was on that album, and I just remember, what the fuck is that song? I love the way she danced and she looked like she fucking herself. So they ain't doing nothing but just touching herself. Freaky ways. She can shake ass for days, getting kinky in 69 different ways. That used to be my shit. That used to be but I knew when I was around my mom, I couldn't listen to that shit. So every time like my dad would pick me up, hey, put on that yin yang in my Pop ain't giving shit. He turned that shit up, speakers in his car.
My mom's favorite rapper is Too Short, so you can't even really get too much worse than that. So I was good my whole life.
Yeah.
But
My mom never really tripped like that because her favorite rapper was DMX, but like at the same time, like she would be like, the fuck is this sexual ass music? And I'm like, I ain't know. Is that crazy?
my mom's is Ice Cube. The whole reason why I got O'Shea in my shit. But she hates me. I don't want to say she hates rap music, but she definitely hasn't listened to rap music for like a
we had like
better
the
half of
most
15
lit
years.
era of like sexual songs. Like
Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, you know, you got Pretty Ricky.
Blue Star
You
album.
got Bam
Fucking
Bam.
Jesus
Know you want
Christ.
some. Chewing on it like a piece of bubble.
Freak a Leak.
You know what the other one was too? Play. When I heard the unedited version of Play, I was shocked.
Play.
Run, girl, I'm trying to get your body wet. Work that.
Let me see you drip sweat.
And then all of a sudden it was, come, girl, I'm trying to get your pussy wet. I remember being like, what in the fuck? And then it, don't play with it, and the girl in the back moaning and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Some Cut. That was another one when that came out, unedited version. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I
was
forgot
like,
about
damn.
that. I did forget
That's
about
a
that.
hit.
Because that was the same for me.
Nothing slapped for sure.
That was the same for me when Some Cut. Because the way he was even in the background singing "My Balls," I always thought that was the weirdest shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, could you just imagine like we
A
in the
false letter
studio?
of my balls.
Yeah, just imagine we in the studio and one of us got to go in there and sing that. No, you didn't say "My Balls" right. What? Pause.
Get in the falsetto when you say.
That's why they talked to him before he went in the studio. Said she was like, "Listen, dude, you got one take. We not critiquing none of this."
I just couldn't imagine like working on that song like in my head like. But that even the beat, like I had like the bed squeaking.
Yeah.
That song is fire. That's a classic.
That shit wouldn't
low-key.
go today because we got memory foam and purple mattresses and shit. No, we ain't got springs in them.
Right?
You know how-
Ooh.
Y'all got a headboard?
There you go.
Huh?
Y'all got a headboard?
No.
Hell no.
My mattress on the floor. All my bed, all my bed stuff is baby mama got it in a divorce.
Along with the dog.
Damn.
Yep.
My bed,
Sign
I
the
bought it, and
prenup.
it was like 2 different.
I did sign the prenup. She got the bed, she got the dog.
Damn.
Now your life's a country song.
I don't get it.
That was good.
He got it.
What I miss.
It's just a.
She's
just a
saying,
wrin-
she's saying,
it's a wrinkle
got
in
all of it.
white humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not white enough for that.
Oh, speaking of that, when we were talking about,
I was
when
like, I know
when
what
we
your
were talking
Starbucks
about
order is. I
Our
know
favorite.
how white you are.
So, what's like your favorite type of music?
I listen to metal mostly,
Okay.
but I was raised on 90s country, so I do still have a soft spot for that. I listen to
93.3, baby.
Huh?
93.3.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah,
we
cable.
were talking about our favorite white people song. Like, what's your favorite black people song?
Black people's song.
Like black people songs, like black music.
So,
Like how he loved Nickelback.
guys, I had to take a poll for that shit at work. I was like, hey, do you like Nickelback? They're like, I guess. I'm like, all right, cool. I need you to ask other people you know because I'm trying to find out.
Black people love Nickelback. I'm telling you, like,
But white people hate it.
I know.
And I don't understand why.
see, every white person that I know that listens to like actual rock or metal, they always tell me Nickelback is trash. And I'm always just like, yo, Photograph and
I mean, I don't like Photograph, but
How You Remind Me of What I Really Am is some hits.
Yeah, those are some Green.
Dude,
I listened to
we would've
Green
went-
Day, Good Charlotte, like all that back in the day.
oh, I don't like teenage angst music. Like any of that, like skater music, I can't do it. Like Hoobastank, Green Day, Yellow Card.
Did you fuck with Avril Lavigne?
Damn,
No.
I forgot about Hoobastank.
No.
You wait, you didn't fuck with Avril Lavigne?
No.
Avril-
Like during that time, I was probably in middle and high school, and I listened to rap.
Okay, yeah. So what's your favorite black people songs then?
Like I listened to
Wait, you're-
like Trick Daddy and Ying Yang Twins and Ludacris, and like I love Ludacris, honestly.
I
love
remember when we still
Ludacris.
got beat-ups. You used to tell me you was in love with
I
Ludacris.
love Ludacris.
I remember.
Yeah. Remember when? Were you there when we went to the club after work one night and I did the chair dance for? Was it Holly?
No, I don't.
To Sierra.
I wasn't there, but you know
Oh.
what's crazy? One of my mom's friends was there, and she ended up coming to the house one time and was like, "Man, them girls that beat us was in the bar giving laptops," and I was like, "The fuck is a laptop?" I was like, "They was giving away computers," and then when she was like, "Nah, one girl's on top of the other girl," and I was like, "Oh, you mean a lap dance?" That was you.
laptop.
That
huh?
was me. I'm the problem for sure in
Laptop
that
is
one.
crazy. Like,
Yeah, that was you giving a lap dance.
Well, everyone was like, "Oh, do you like dance?" I was like, "Yeah, but I try not to dance around black people because they get really, really mad about it."
Why? Because you could dance?
Yeah. So I tried really hard not to dance around, but I had one girl, one friend of mine who was black, and she's like, "Nah, fuck this, we're going to the club." And when we got there, like all of her friends were black, and she's like, "This white bitch can dance better than all of you." And I was like, "Shut up, don't say that." And I gotta fucking prove, and I don't want to.
Just out of
It was looking like Save the Last Dance.
Yeah, like some freaking like you got served shit. It was rough.
Just out of what?
I got two things because I'm gonna come back to that Save the Last Dance comment. But what? Just out of curiosity, what does G look like?
Like Thor.
Like Thor?
Like Thor.
Okay.
Damn, G fine, huh?
He's
Pause.
He's fine as hell.
G, what's happening, my man?
Pause.
Fine as hell. So fucking hot.
Is it? G, you some work out there, my boy.
This man's overly sexualized.
Yeah.
Might turn on porn on his TV on the pod.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna be playing back there. Damn Thor porno.
Ragnarok.
But what were you saying about Save the
Putting
Last
that
Dance?
hammer on somebody.
Pause.
Just pause at the ass scene. Just ding. Nailed it.
That's crazy. That's mad crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think he looked like? Did you imagine, did you have an imagination of what he looked like?
Just the more like that we get into this interview, I'm like, oh yeah, she's definitely had her fair share of black guys before.
I've actually never been with a black guy.
Really?
Never.
You're right.
That
Never,
caught me
never.
complete. I was over here
Nah.
just sitting like, oh yeah.
Ain't no black nerds that,
I guess not.
Wow.
No,
Not out here.
That are you
I
discriminate?
was actually traumatized as a.
I feel like
younger.
there's a handful of them.
Yeah, there's podcasts.
I'm about to say something crazy.
Me too. So unless you guys really want that story, I'm not gonna say it.
No. Well, we'll get to that story. But it's this dude that my god sister used to date, and he was like, he kind of was a nerd, but like he was like, he had no swag to him. He had this crazy lisp. I was like, yo, if Kirsten threw him the box, I'll probably be disappointed. I'd be like, damn, like that's the black dude you chose is him. Me? Podcast? He was so nervous. I asked him one time, I was like, hey man, we need a guest for this podcast. And like I'm saying, he had a hard lisp. He said his S is like this. He was like,
No.
so I was like, bro, I said, bro, I need you to, I said, I need this rent check for the studio. I need you to come get on this podcast. You down? Motherfucker started sweating immediately. Me? Podcast? And I'm looking at Devin. I'm looking at Devin. And I could just tell, like, when we like looked at each other, we was like, yeah, he's scared. He's scared to get on. He like, y'all want me to
crying
talk?
right there.
Oh no.
Motherfucker was nervous.
I think my daughter might have been laughing because she was there.
Yeah, that shit was comedy. That shit was mad crazy. Okay, let's hear your story, and then we can wrap it up.
For why I've never fucked a black guy? All right. So when I was probably 15 or 16, one of my friends was talking to a football player on our team that happened to be black, and
Our team.
like our high school team, like the school that we went to.
Where'd you go to high school?
Clarefield in Syracuse. So she was talking to this guy, and phones weren't great, cameras weren't great. She slides her phone to me, and like the picture was just like this white table and like this black thing like in the middle, and I was like, what the fuck is with the Snickers? Like, I don't understand. And she's like, this is dick. And I was like, I'm sorry, it's what? And I can't unsee it.
What the fuck is with the Snickers?
So you don't like Snickers?
Well, no, but because I don't like peanuts. But like since then, I just haven't been able to
she
unsee black
can't.
dick as Snickers.
You won't let
Yes.
no one take you to the
No.
candy shop?
No. That whole "you're not you when you're hungry," motherfucker. I never fuck without being hungry. Like when I'm hungry, I can't.
Yo, that's comedy. That is
So I was
mad
like-
hilarious.
Which is sad because like there are very, very, very attractive black men, and I can't do it. Like Idris Elba, I fuck him all day. You just stand in that corner, take your top off. I will look, but just please stay there.
I think there's some type. I'm gonna see what type of phobia this is, and I'm gonna send you a self-help book for that.
On Snickers.
On dicks looking like candy or some shit.
Wait,
Well,
you go
it's
Google
just
some how dicks look?
No, I'm gonna send her like
The phobia.
Oh,
phobia.
I
Phobia of
missed
that,
part. I
like
was
being
like,
scared
nigga,
of
what?
certain kind of wieners. I don't know. But like the picture was like super blurry, so like all you could see was like this black like rectangular kind of shape thing, and then like a white background, like a counter or something. I don't know if he just laid it on there, and then you just see like this vein that goes across, and I was like, I don't get it. What the fuck is that? Is that a Snickers? She's like, no, that's his dick, and I was like,
He was laying his meat on the camera on the
I guess.
counter.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know if it was like on the bed or what. Because
That's
again,
a crazy pick.
Yeah, that's why in my head I'm like, honestly, I can't blame you because if you laying his meat on the counter like that, it's kind of weird.
Right next to the keys and shit.
Yeah, like that's what I gotta look at. Like that's
They got
crazy.
counters in the bathroom.
Still, but like, come on, bro.
next
like,
to
you
the
just
Axe
laying
body
his meat on-
spray and the
Yeah.
bod, just
That's crazy.
I'm gonna put it right next to the
Y'all be sending dick pics.
yeah, I'm gonna put it right next to the toothpaste so she knows this is what
Man, I
you
ain't
use.
sent a dick pic since high school.
Man.
What were you saying about Save the Last Dance?
Oh, there are some movies from like the late '90s and early 2000s that we really need to like re-examine. Like, the dancing in Save the Last Dance is atrocious from all parties, not just the white girl, but the black girl. But
Yeah.
you mean it's if you watch her choreography in that last scene,
When she's in the chair, I laugh every time.
You know what else? You know,
that last movie, that last scene, you mean to tell me they were so moved by this bullshit she was doing, she got an offer on the spot?
okay, this is actually a good subject. Give one movie that you would, the one movie from back then that like is almost viewed in high regards that you know was bad and you would give up.
Got it. I'll wait.
like dancing movie.
No, just
No,
like
just a
movies
movie in
back
general.
then in general.
That's bad that you would just give
That's
up.
like it's a bad movie, but like you like the movie, but you're like, you know, if I never see that movie again, like
You got served.
that's actually the answer I was looking for because I agree.
Yeah, that's the
I
worst
agree.
movie.
I love that
Like
movie.
I loved that movie.
But that's a bad movie.
It
The plot is
is.
bad.
It's
Like
bad.
the money that they was dancing for, like what everybody splitting $150. Like they went through a lot for some not even real money.
Yeah.
I didn't understand him dancing in the rain.
oh, are you serious? That was
Then-
the
Both
best
of them.
part.
Then he has a bag
Both
of
of them.
money, and he gets beat up after the rain.
By the
and all-
kingpin guy.
Yeah,
Or,
An
yeah,
empty
his-
bag.
Yeah.
an empty bag.
Empty duffel bag that's like made out of vinyl and shit.
And I'm just like, this is the worst part. Marcus Houston, I don't. One day we're gonna have a Marcus Houston conversation.
Oh,
Nigga,
please.
Raspy, you was
Please.
right, bro. They didn't give you your flowers, man.
We're gonna have a
Please, let's have a Marcus
Houston.
Houston conversation.
I haven't
I'm
heard
down.
anything about Marcus Houston in a really long time.
He married
He's a-
like some young girl recently. Like
Same
she
with
was-
Amarian.
He's up there with the Trey Songs and the R. Kelly's of the
Yeah.
world.
Oh no.
You know, he's
He
out here.
is?
Marcus
he-
Houston?
I would have thought that
I-
came out with kind of Amarian before that came out with Marcus Houston.
No, Marcus Houston like groomed the girl. Now they
Yeah.
married.
Oh.
Yeah, and
As soon as she turned 21, they was married. They
Shit.
he
been
was out
together
here on
since
the
he was,
red
like,
carpet
16.
in a see-through.
Oh, I forgot about
the,
that too.
The
With
see-through
suit on.
Suit on.
Yeah, that was mad crazy too.
You know,
My movie, y'all might hate me for this. The movie I would get rid of, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Baby Boy.
I didn't see
Baby
that one.
Boy?
When I think about it, that movie's really trash, bro. When you just think about the movie, man, that movie's pretty bad.
It is. Like, well, I mean, it's telling a
Like
story.
the story's dope, the plot is dope, but like just when I watch the movie, I'm like, yo, this is terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's
Why
just,
was Tyrese in a big ass womb to start the movie out?
yeah, like I just think like it's just certain parts of the movie that was terrible.
fuck this little fort. You ain't my son.
Yeah, like some of that shit, I was just like, yo, this movie sucks. Like when I just look at it as bad acting, setting is bad. Like when I gotta break it down to like be a movie critic, like I think the movie sucks.
And I would never. The one part that I really don't understand is when the dude is just standing there when he's about to punch him, like, you better not move. Like, nigga, if these niggas didn't run.
Right. Yeah, like a lot of shit happened in that movie where I was like, this movie sucks.
Oh, I would cancel out a lot of Tyler Perry shit.
His
Yeah, 'cause all-
movies or his?
Well, all his movies started to be the same after, because like the first
Yeah.
two, like Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and what was the other one? Madea Goes to Jail. After them, shit got funny.
The movie? Nah, the movies
I-
it was a different movie.
I think the movies.
Medea
was
Go to
tra-
Jail
I think
is a different movie.
I think the
That
plays
was a play though.
Yeah,
the
I
plays
can't
was
remember
cool,
The plays was super cool.
Yeah, that was dope.
but the movies was low key like, and these shows that he's coming out with, oh, these shits is ass. This is damn near soap opera. I think soap operas should be done with, because the acting in it, I could act in the
Atrocious.
Low key, nobody. It's not even real. Like, you know, how real conversations, like it's almost like they say something and someone waits and then they'll respond. And real life isn't like that. I hate shows like that.
You know who I do miss making movies though? The Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Scary movies.
after Scary Movie 2, like they got so sad, and I was like, fuck,
White
these first two
Chicks.
were so. White Chicks was amazing.
Jam, Don't Be a Menace.
Don't Be a Menace is a classic.
They had some, they had some shit in early. My mom be watching this stupid ass movie.
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
No,
Shane?
it's the one where Marlon Wayans got like a bunch of siblings, and he plays all his siblings too.
Oh, that's on Netflix?
Yeah, my mom loved that movie, and I watched that movie. I think that shit is ass, bro.
Yeah.
I think that movie's so bad.
It's a
What's that
Netflix deal
one?
movie, yeah.
Little Man.
Little
one
Man
was
was
weird.
Little Man was trash too.
That one was weird.
They got like their movies are so hit and miss. Like the good movies from the Wayans was classics, and then the bad movies is just like, all right, bro, we
Be
get
better.
it. All right, any last words? We can wrap this up. We've been going a long time.
Love and basketball we can live without.
Hell no.
I said it.
We're gonna say that for the next pod. That's crazy.
I don't know that movie.
Yeah, we're saving
We'll save that for the next pod. Kirsten, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Any last words for anybody?
I said what I said.
That's mad
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
All right, I guess we out then.
We're good.